Okay, guys, I'm here again with ADC Part 2. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I just want to start off with, so I watch your YouTube content. Fucking love it. Number one, I really love it. It's really nice. In my opinion, like you have 4 episodes, right?
Yeah, 4 right
Yeah,
now.
I watched all 4 of them. And they're short, they're sweet, they're nice. You show really everything. And one thing I'm going to start off with, yo, bro, you love pancakes. Bro, you love pancakes.
I think I told you last time.
I know, I remember when you told me, then I was watching the episode. You're like, okay, and now I'm gonna have pancakes with peanut butter, bananas, and honey. And then you like finish the workout. Then like, okay, so now I'm gonna again have pancakes. I'm like, yeah, that's true. He fucking loves pancakes.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a good food. So,
but it's protein pancakes, right?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Sometimes like when I want more carbs, I'm just gonna do a flour, eggs, sometimes just water, so reduce calories.
Yeah.
When I'm cutting weight. It works, just water, flour, egg.
Yeah.
Does the job.
Okay, wait, how do you make pancakes? Water, flour, egg?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it. Or you can add whey too.
Whey, that's protein.
Yeah, whey
powder.
Protein.
Yeah.
But otherwise, egg, flour, and water does the job.
So, that's basically good. I mean, the flour maybe isn't the best, but still, it remains egg, water.
Yeah.
Gives you carbs, energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you add your topping of choice, honey.
Yeah,
bananas. You can add some blueberries in there.
Yeah,
peanut butter.
Pancakes are nice, man. They're a really good source, and it's good, right? It's
it fills me for my training. So
yeah. Well, I remember last time we did an episode, you talked to me how in the beginning of I suppose your career, you were like really into like nutrition, like a psychopath. I need to eat this, and then I have to weigh my food. But then you told me that with time, you're like, yo, it's just not worth it. And now I feel like when I watched your vlogs, which I got like a better vision of how you go through your day and just like your personal life. I feel like you're not like, I see how you're careful, but I feel like you're not too picky.
No, before I was going, like I said last time, I was going crazy. I was like weighting to the gram, to the calorie. I was like, okay, I can only eat 1,958 calories today. And if it was like 1,960, I was like, shit, I'm over 2 calories. I'm going to gain like weight. And then like, at one point, I just like burnt out. I got like binging disorders because of the weight cuts and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm taking it too crazy, this approach. And I guess it's with experience, with time, maturity. I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'll just eat until like I see it's filling me. And my weight just like started dropping or readjusting to it. Of course, if I have to lose some weight, I'm still going to track what I eat. I'm going to eat a bit less. I'm going to add like, let's say like I make my pancakes with 2 eggs and flour. I'm going to just put 1 egg, like this type of stuff.
Yeah.
So keeps me full, but not go crazy. And now I also have a dietitian.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
So that also helps me a lot, because I don't have to like think about what to eat, how to eat, especially during fight week, which is already stressful for your body.
I imagine, man.
Then I have this guy, he sends me a plan. Shout out Alex Lemon. And he's in Australia and he's specialized with combat sports.
Okay, yeah.
Specialized with combat sports. So he dealt with like Australian Olympic boxing athletes, professional boxers, professional Muay Thai fighters.
Yeah.
And he helped me out with the last 2 pro fights. And man, easiest weight cuts ever, So, because he sends me what I have to eat. He's like, okay, 100 grams of this, just this, handful of this, cut out the veggies and the carbs, 4 days out, and that was it, So I didn't have to like, okay, how many calories can I eat? Track on my app, go back, how much water. That guy would send me everything. I would just follow it like a soldier, and then weight was made, then post rehydration protocol as well, and then we're good to go.
Yeah, you put your trust in other people who are professionals and who know better than you, right? In certain domains, which is good. I mean, and of course, like you said, like in the beginning when I started working out, then you have like, let's say everyone starts working out because they either saw someone who's like, oh my God, I wish I had his body. Like, I remember I saw the movie King Arthur with Charlie Hunnam, and he was like, yo, bro, he's like in fucking shape. And there was also the movie Fight Club. Everyone was in Brad Pitt. Yeah, bro, he was in shape. I was like, shit, I want to get in shape. And that in the beginning, like you're new into it. So like nutrition, you get like fucking psychopath. But then when you're too much into it, like you said, the bingings you get after, then at the end of the day, it's it's like, it's not even logical anymore because, okay, you'll go fucking well, you'll eat fucking healthy for like 5 days straight, but then your mental mind will just, you'll go crazy, and then you'll binge for like 2-3 days for like the worst fucking food.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like when I was I was just starting boxing, you know, I got my first fight, and I was asking my coach like, oh, how much weight do I have to cut? And it was like, nothing. You have to just like eat and chill.
Amateur, right?
Yeah, amateur. My first amateur fight, and like, because you idealize like those things, like, because you see your favorite boxer on YouTube, you know, like you see them in the sauna cutting weight, and it's kind of cool, you know. You're like, shit, that's
He's
the life
in shape,
that's the life of a fighter, you know. So you want to do that, and same thing. Like I get a lot of like kids like that come in like and talk to me at the gym, and they're like, oh, what should I do to cut weight? And so I'm just like, you don't need to cut weight. Like just enjoy eating food until you can. Because now when you really have to do a weight cut, it's not as now that I'm in there, like I'm really doing it. I'm like, why did I used to idealize those weight cuts when I was just starting, you know, my first or second fight? And I was like, I want to cut weight just like Canelo is doing or Mayweather is doing, sitting in the sauna and just losing some weight. I'm like, just enjoy your food while you can right now. Then once you get to a more serious into the sport, then you'll do some weight cuts and you realize it's not as fun as
no, bro.
So.
And also, if I might add to that, one thing that people don't realize is if you're a normal human being with a normal 9 to 5, you have your wife, especially, and even if you have kids, and then you have like all these other responsibilities, you cannot look at Canelo, whose entire life is based on being in fucking shape because that's his job. He's a professional athlete. And then you say, you know what? I want his body. You can. It's possible. There's many people with 9 to 5 jobs. I mean, I work at Ford. There's many construction workers. They come in fucking jacked as hell.
Steroids.
That also that helps. That helps a lot.
You in Canelo shape pretty quick.
Yeah, really fucking quick. Really fucking quick. But my point is, there's many people who have a normal life, and they think that they can have the body of an actor because they saw it's like, okay, I want that body. You can. It's possible. But the thing with him is he got in shape for that movie. He had 6 months of just getting ready for the movie. That's a huge difference between you who has a normal life. Then you want to have a social life, right? You want to go out with your friends, drink beer, drink alcohol. And then, of course, you want to just have fun with your wife. Then you're maybe going to eat pizza. And then you got to go to work. And then, like, it's a different mindset. And it's a different, not possibility, but it's just different, like, energy you have to put in.
Yeah. Like, I trained people for a living, too.
Yeah, I saw that,
box, like, I have 2 jobs basically. Professional boxer, but most of my income comes from like my personal training.
That's badass though, professional boxer, right?
Yeah, it's cool. That's why I like to say it first, because it sounds cool. You know what do you do for a living? Professional boxer.
That's
but
sick,
most of my income actually comes from personal training, ADC training. So if you're interested, just go check it out, adctraining.com. Okay, we're done for the...
Don't worry. Plug everything you want, bro.
We're done for the...
My platform is your platform, bro. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so I do that for a job, and I have some clients that come to me and they're like, okay, so I have one client, like, he'll recognize himself. Like, in January, he came to me and he was like, okay, I'm getting married in April. And I want to have, like, we're going to, like, the beach to get married, and I want to be in super shape and stuff. And I was like, man, like, honestly, like, it's gonna be hard for you to have like that ideal body that you want, like full 6-packs and all that.
That's hard, bro.
He was already in great shape too.
Yeah.
I was like, we can get you stronger, we can get you a little bit fitter, lose a little bit of weight, but like getting you in that like top like 6-pack shape.
Fight club shape, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of sacrifices too, right? Because like having that shape is not only enjoying it, like you also like kind of suffer. And I was like, man, you're getting married. You should be just having fun and enjoying. You know, I'm not saying get super fat, but like still enjoy your life, you know? So yeah, that's back to what you were saying. Like,
there's a lot of that. And like, also one thing I can say is I have many friends who aren't in the best shape, right? They're not fat. They're not shredded. They're just, let's say, like normal, right? Normal. They don't have 6-pack, but they're not fat. And then they come to me and they're like, yo, because I have been going to the gym for a long time. Then I've got a 6-pack, shoulder and everything. They're like, oh, I want to do like you. I'm like, yeah, perfect. But you got to understand, it's like taking on a part-time job. Every day you think about it, to a certain degree, of course. But every day you're like, okay, what did I eat? Did I go to the gym? Did I hit 10,000 steps? There's certain limits to it. And it's really hard, especially, let's say I have friends who are overweight. They're fat. I can say they're my friends. Some of you guys are fat. And they tell me, I'm like, you cannot go, let's say for the past 5 years, you've been eating like shit and you weren't moving around. And then you want to have the ideal Cristiano Ronaldo body in 3 months. For the past 5 years, you've been abusing your body. So give yourself 5 years to at least lose everything you've gained in those 5 years, like psychological a little bit. So that's why I feel like I understand the idea, like you see a crazy body, like, fuck, I want to get in this shape. So you might go to the extremes. But even some people do go to the extremes and you do achieve it. But the thing is, can you maintain it for a long term? Because the extremes, bro, saying in the extremes, it's fucking...
I honestly, like seeing your six pack, you have to have a very low percentage of body fat. And you probably know maintaining a very low percentage of body fat,
bro,
is not really enjoying like
100%
life that much. So that's why I'm like, you know, you have to find a good balance in between two. If your goal is to get a six pack and like do like bodybuilding competitions or whatever, and you want to have that six pack, you know, that's your goal. And
then you must have
that's
one.
how
Yeah.
you get your happiness from. So I'm no one to say, but if you enjoy also eating and stuff, getting a six pack is gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, especially I think it, like you said, I think the best is a balance, and you got to figure out what works best for you.
yeah.
Because let's say if I take me and my brother, right, he doesn't care as much about having a six pack as much as I do, because that's not his personality, and it just doesn't attract him that much. And he likes eating more than I do. So for him to sacrifice as much as me, it doesn't make sense, because the reward isn't the same as, let's say, me, because he's gonna be like, yo, I'm doing all this suffering, not eating whatever I want when I want and whatever, just for something that I don't really care about. It's not worth it for me. But for someone else who maybe doesn't like food as much or cares more about what he looks like in shape, then for him it's more worth it.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I believe.
I mean,
yeah.
it's like life in general, right? Like,
yeah.
if you prepare something over something else, you know, you gotta make some sacrifices for that.
Of course.
So,
yeah.
If you get your happiness from like being in super shape, you know, low percentage of body fat, then like, who are we to criticize that person? You know, that's
of course.
like, and if you like to eat, then like, and you want a six pack, it's gonna be harder. Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, I'm seeing that for the average. I think I heard somewhere like in the United States, they said that there's more people with there's more millionaires than people with six packs.
Oh, shit.
In America. Yeah. That's what he said. Yeah, I was like,
really?
I heard that. I was like, shit,
that's crazy.
That's really crazy. Like a visible six pack. Yeah, that's
I mean,
what he
it's
said.
hard to get a six pack.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, kudos to people that have a six pack, because, like, you know, I know what
Part-time
it is to,
job.
like, being in calorie deficit, wanting to hit your 10K steps, like you were mentioning. It's a part-time job for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
like,
of course. And like, yeah, genetic plays a role, but at the end of the day, if you don't eat calories, you're gonna lose calories. Like it's math at the end of the day. Like if you spend 3,000 and you eat 2,000, you're losing 1,000 calories a day. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? Yes, genetics do play a part, but
yeah, there is some factors. You know, if you have a faster metabolism, you might burn calories faster than other people. But yeah, technically, if you want to lose weight, you eat less calories than you spend. If you want to gain weight, you eat more calories than you spend. That's
it's pretty simple.
Simple math.
Yeah.
Of course, what type of calories is also going to play a factor, right? Because like healthier food is going to accelerate your metabolism, which is going to make you burn calories faster. So there's all that in play. But yeah, technically, calories spent versus calories eaten, that's...
Of course, especially the macronutrients you eat, you'll also feel better to have more energy to go to the gym and whatever, right?
Oh yeah, and like it's easier to like feel full eating 2,000 calories of like chicken breast and rice and broccoli.
It's a lot. It's a lot of volume.
Like, it's a lot of volume. It's gonna sit in your stomach, right? Rather than eating 2,000 calories of McDonald's, that's like probably one meal. You know, one meal and a half at McDonald's is gonna fill you for like 4 hours. Then you're gonna be starving again.
Empty carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's true. And also there's a lot of, especially that, but also, I guess macronutrients is like one of the biggest parts, because let's say, and also there is macronutrients, but also people, I feel like, underestimate the true calories of certain foods. Like some people I know, they're going to say, oh, I only ate a muffin in the morning, so I'm not going to count it. I'm like, broski, that's like 400 calories right there. 60 grams of carbs. Like it's not nothing, believe me, it's something.
Or even the oil you put in your... to cook your egg in the morning.
Yeah, people don't count that.
So many people are like, well, I'm not going to count the oil. And then like, I'm not losing weight. I'm like, well, you have to count like the 3 tablespoons of oil you put in to cook your
Of course,
eggs.
because it does count.
You have to count the butter you put in, or the little bit of mayo you put in on your sandwich. If you really want to track your calories, which is what turned me crazy at one point, because I was counting all those little things.
That's crazy. That's
like,
fucked up.
1 tablespoon, one
Of olive oil?
one
that's
tablespoon of
crazy.
olive
Yeah.
oil. Well, it's like what? It's 1 tablespoon of olive oil is like what, 70 calories, something like
I
that.
have no idea.
Something like that. I believe so.
Yeah.
So like, if you start counting that tablespoon of mayo and all that stuff, that's what turned me crazy, right? But like, sometimes you need to do it too.
Yeah. Well, for you, it's different. Like, right? You are a professional boxer, and I feel like what you do, from what you're telling me, is a certain period of times you have to calculate, like or not, to a certain degree. And then sometimes when, let's say now you're off camp, right? You got off your second fight. And congratulations, man.
Thank you.
On the women's second pro fight, bro.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, it feels happy.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I feel like now since you're off camp, I feel like you're enjoying food a bit more now.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like this camp, I was still enjoying food throughout the whole camp.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
To the same degree as now?
Probably, yeah, actually.
Really? Okay.
Like, I mean, I wasn't like eating as much junk food as like now. Like now I'm indulging myself a little bit more junk food. But like when I compare it to like previous camps, especially when I was in Olympic boxing, where I was like really starving myself.
Oh, okay.
Like where like, you know, I would go to bed hungry.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
Yeah, especially when I was fighting at 125 as an amateur boxer, and I was cutting from like 139. Like I was trying to lose that weight. It was dreadful.
Yeah,
I barely had anything to lose too. I was a lean 139 and I was trying to get to 125.
Jesus, man.
So yeah. And then like I would go to bed hungry. Like now I was going to bed, I was like full, I was happy.
Okay, that's
you
nice.
know.
You sleep well.
I was sleeping good.
Yeah.
You know. And even during the fight week where like you're supposed to like eat less, my dietitian is a magician, so
you made it happen.
Oh man, I was full when I was going to bed, because like it was more like nutrient like manipulation, like water manipulation through like food, more than like losing calories, right? Because like he told me to be a certain weight a week before the weigh-ins, and then from there we wouldn't drop any calories, right? Because like the diet, it's too late to lose like fat.
Yeah.
He was like, now we're just gonna lose water through food manipulation. So you lose like glycogen storage, which like, you know, it's carbs, they hold water. So you eat less carbs. Fiber holds water, you use less fibers. 2 days out, stop sodium as well, because sodium retains water.
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
So, but I was still eating like 2.5k calories a day.
But since since he knows with that short period of time, you cannot lose fat, you cannot lose weight through fat, but you can through water.
Yeah.
So let's get the water out, but you'll keep the same amount of calories that doesn't keep water in.
Exactly. So we remove carbs, you know, we remove fiber, we remove sodium, and we were water loading as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still eating 2.5k of calories.
2.5.
So a lot of meat, a lot of like protein and fat. And fat. So lots of
fat
butter,
doesn't keep
butter,
water.
avocados.
Okay.
Because it doesn't hold water, and the fat keeps you full too.
Yeah.
So all that, man, I was going to bed. I had like my steak or my chicken thighs, and I was full, man. Like 2 tablespoons of butter. It was good.
Yeah, of
Honestly,
course,
it was
bro.
good. Like,
butter.
I'm still, like, you know, I still eat the same meals like from like fight week sometimes, like
because they actually taste good.
Like, you know, so because it tasted good and it was nice. So that's what I was saying. Honestly, like this camp has been like really good to me.
Nice,
so
man.
I was enjoying food.
Yeah,
didn't crave anything, and I wasn't counting calories at all. I was controlling my food, of course. Like, you still get those cravings, like where you eat like your dinner and then you're like, oh, what if I had a little bit of M&Ms?
Oof, yeah.
Or that
some
cookie
cookies.
talking to me, you know, like, and I'm like, I can't, you know, but that's just like mind, you know, like that cookie, if I eat it,
you don't need it.
No, I don't need it. Like
your
I was
body doesn't,
full, but my mind, like, you know, like that enjoys like eating cookies and M&Ms and like sweet stuff. My sweet tooth was talking to me, but I was like, that's the only thing you have to shut out. And the only thing that's like, that was hard during that is like eating less cookies. Whoa. It's not that.
Sometimes
it's not that crazy. Like when I was starving in the amateurs, I would have loved being in the state I was during camp. So
really? Yeah. Okay. So your weight cut right now was really, really good, man.
Yeah, man.
Honestly.
Easiest one.
Yeah, but that's what's good with science, because your nutritionist from Australia, like he used science. Let's say before they didn't have all that information, so they would have simply say if someone was in the same situation as you, stop eating food completely, right? You want to lose weight.
Old school was like, just eat less, or stop eating, or eat only salad.
Yeah, but fuck, there's no protein in that. You need protein.
Ipo.
Who's that?
Well,
Ipo.
Have it here.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you about a tattoo.
Yeah,
that's
my
Ipo.
tattoo right here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but Ipo, it's like one of my favorite like animes. Not my favorite one. But
It's an anime. Okay, I never.
Well, it's a manga. Turned into an anime, right?
Yeah, the only anime I've ever watched was like Goku, Dragon Ball, Naruto, a little bit.
Classic
Also.
one.
Yeah. And so that's
they do
anime.
their weight cut. They eat tomatoes. That's
only
how they
tomatoes.
do their weight cut.
Fuck
So
that
that's
shit.
old school, you know.
Yeah.
Eating tomatoes or like eating just like light vegetables to keep you kind of full.
Yeah.
And drinking water.
Ugh, imagine that.
Well,
man.
like which is what I was doing in some cases, you know. I was
Really?
barely eating, like amateur. It was crazy. Also, you have
Jesus,
like the weigh-ins are the same day, so you really have to like lose the weight by like mostly fat, like body fat loss. Whether like now, like as a pro, the weigh-ins are like a day before.
Yeah.
Right. We weighed in at 11 a.m. and then I was fighting at like 9 p.m. on the next day.
Okay, so you have like almost 48 hours.
Yeah, I have so much time to replenish, refuel, reload my carbs and all that. So, because you can't do the carb manipulation, you can't do it for an amateur fight.
Yeah.
Because like that's your energy, right?
Of course,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, sorry for all the keto lovers, but like that's not a sustainable diet, especially for high
athletes.
Like for athletes that need like
The
high
keto
intensity.
diet,
Yeah, keto diet, like you'll lose weight because you stop eating carbs. So most weight that you lose in keto, that's why like you see drops of like huge amount of weights when you just start the keto, because it's water that you lose. Sorry, it's not fat, but
most
it's
of the
water.
time, yeah.
But turning the page on that, like for amateur boxing, it's the same day weigh-ins, so you still have to be full, like with your carbs, and your glycogen reserves have to be high.
Yeah.
So you can't do the same like diet that I did for like a pro fight, because pro fight I have like like you said, like 36 hours to refuel,
Yeah, you have a lot,
read
bro.
carbs and stuff
Yeah,
like
of course.
that. So then when I get in the ring, you know, I'm already full of carbs and stuff.
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
feel
not the
good.
weight that I was during the weigh-ins.
Yeah. Do you think, like, you know how people say, because there's many, they call weight bullies, right?
Yeah.
Like, they go fucking, like, Khabib Nurmagomedov was a bit of a weight bully, because he would walk around like 205, and then he would fight at 155. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, he's 5'10", but he's big head, big hands, like, he's made big. So, but in the Olympics, like, amateur, there's no, you fight at, like, your walk-around weight basic. No? Really? They still go down?
Yeah.
Do you feel like...
You always try to.
Do you feel like maybe people should fight at their walk-around weight?
Yeah, but it's impossible to control.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
What's my walk-around weight?
You decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
so you can just...
Right.
Yeah.
Like, right, if I'm like, I don't know, if I'm like 147 with like 15% body fat, then if I just lose those 5% body fat, I'm at like, what, I'll be like, what, maybe 144, 143?
Even less. Probably even less.
143, yeah, something like that. I need to do the math, but.
Yeah.
And then,
that's true.
what, if you lose like maybe 2 pounds of water, or you manipulate your food a little bit, maybe you can drop to 141.
Yeah.
Or 140.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? You drop from like 148 to 140. That's already 8 pounds, just like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's
then you get
true.
to extremes like Olympic boxing. Like people still like cut weight, and sometimes unhealthy amounts of weight. Like from what my dietitian told me, you should be like a week before the event. You should be at least 5% in the over the weight class.
Okay. Yeah.
So maximum 5%.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm like, I don't know, if I'm like 64 kilo, should we say in kilos? That works.
Oh, you can say both. Yeah.
So if I'm fighting at 64 kilos, 5% of 64 is 3.2 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be at 67 kilos basically max 1 week before the event.
1 week before.
And then from there you can manipulate a bit, have a little sweat out, and then fight. So that's only 3 kilos. For the pros, it's 10% allowed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
10%. Okay. And that's for boxing or MMA also?
Boxing, I mean,
Fighting.
Fighting like healthiest amount, right? That's in my dietitian's opinion. There's dudes like Khabib that would do way more.
Yeah.
But it also depends on your style, on how you fight. If you can lose a lot of water too, because there's bodies that retain more water than others.
That's the thing.
Like
also.
I retain a lot of water, and you'll see if when I work out, it's kind of disgusting, but I sweat a lot. I'm one of those guys.
They say that people who are in really good shape, they sweat a lot. That's what they say.
I guess, so. Yeah. Well, because like muscle retains more water than fat.
Okay. Yeah,
so if you're like super lean, then you don't have a lot of fat. You have mostly muscle. So you can like lose more water. That's why the leaner you are, actually, the more you can drop weight. The more muscle you have. Because
you can just take out the water really easily.
Yeah, easier, right?
Easier, yeah.
Then it also affects your brain, right? That's why you don't want to cut too much weight because like...
Yeah, your brain needs fat.
And water.
Yeah.
So the more water you cut, the more your brain dehydrates. The first thing to get dehydrated and the last thing to get hydrated.
Is your brain.
Your brain, you get hit. That's like,
and plus
lights turn off.
Boxing,
so if you cut too much weight, that's why sometimes you see some guys like they were great fighters and then they get knocked out and like very quick
because the water and everything.
Maybe they were cutting a lot of weight, like too much weight that they should have.
Yeah,
that's why like my dietitian's like rule of thumb is like 5% for amateurs a week before the tournament, or 10% for pro boxers, a week before the weigh-ins.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
So you can't like cut that much weight.
Makes a lot of sense. But also at the same time, like you said, when I asked in the beginning, like, do you feel like people should fight based on their walk around weight? And it's true that like, let's say I'm 6'2", almost 6'3", and I know people who are my brother's my height, right? And his walk around weight is, let's say, 210. I'm 180. So like, even if we're the same height, I mean, he still has fucking 30 pounds on me.
Yeah, well,
so
it's not about height, right?
Yeah, it's about weight. But you know, because on social media, you see like many people saying, what if people were to fight based on height? But then
that's so stupid.
It would be so dumb because it wouldn't make sense. Because let's say me and my brother, like I said, he has 30 fucking pounds on me. Like one of his punches is way stronger and gonna be way. And like let's say we get in the clinch, he fucking puts his body on me, bro. He's gonna drain so much.
Well, that's what
energy,
a lot of people say about. I don't know if you know Fundora.
No, I know who's that.
So he's a world champion currently, and he's like 6'7".
And he's a heavyweight.
He fights at like 150 pounds or something.
150, 6'7"?
150 and 155. I don't know exactly what's the weight class.
Jesus, it's 6'7".
Yeah, 6'7". Yeah, they call him the Inferno Tower.
Well, fucking, I understand.
He's an Inferno Tower.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And so he's huge, right? And everyone is like, oh, he's cheating. He should be fighting heavyweights. But I'm like, if he can make the weight, that's part of the deal. You know, if he can make the weight, fight good, be in good shape, that's his problem.
Yeah.
He can do it.
And that's true. That's true.
Anyone,
I agree.
like technically anyone that's boxing can do weight cuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, as I said, there's health aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can't lose as much water as other people. You know, like genetics will play.
Also, let's say heavier bones. People have heavier bones.
Yeah,
some people are made bigger.
All those stuff. Yeah,
exactly. Like you can be the same height, but you can have bigger hands, bigger head, bigger, broader shoulders and stuff like that.
So you'll be fighting heavier and you'll look a little bit smaller, right?
Exactly.
But, like, it's just like, as I said, if you don't take genetics into account, then there's like, everyone in boxing cuts weight too. So. Yeah,
of course. I know everyone does it, but it's smart. Like the guy who's 6'7", and like I said, if he can make 155, kudos to him. He's gonna be fucking, his reach is gonna be way bigger, and he's gonna have a big advantage. Yeah. But do you think that's like, does he truly have much of an advantage? Because let's say someone who's a bit shorter, can he maybe like be quicker or something like that? 6'7" is really fucking tall, man.
It's 6'7" is really tall.
That's
man.
basketball
like, when you
player
see him
tall.
Fighting, like he's fighting guys that are 5'10".
That's crazy,
like,
bro.
It's like they're jumping to try to reach his head. He got knocked out once though.
By a guy who's like 5'10"?
Shorter guy. I don't know exactly the
really?
height, maybe 6 foot or something.
Yeah.
He got knocked out cold, like clean.
Yeah.
Like, a good knockout. Like,
yeah.
But since then, he's been a world champion. He's been like putting on beatings on people. And he likes to fight on the inside too, which is like...
He likes to fight on the tall guy?
Well, now he's learning to use his reach a little bit more from his last fight.
That should be like your main...
That should be illegal too.
Yeah.
Like a 6'7" dude that's specialized on fighting on the inside. You're like, what? Oh.
Especially when he's fighting so below the normal weight for someone of that height.
Because everyone's strategy fighting a giant is gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go on the inside. I'm gonna nonstop like try to stay on his chest and not letting him punch. But then if the guy is good at fighting there, you're like, shit, what am I supposed to do? Then you watch his last few fights, you're like, you can understand, like, yeah, like body, like height can be a very big advantage.
Of course,
Honestly, it's easier to be a taller boxer than a shorter one.
Real why?
Because if you're shorter than most of your opponents, you have to break the distance, which means sometimes you have to take some punches
to get in closer.
Yeah. Well, because the fight starts, you're on the opposite corner. Then you reach, boom. If you have the reach advantage, your job is to just keep the guy off.
Mm-hmm.
If you're shorter, your job is to try to get in to be able to reach your opponent. So you have to do one more step than the guy to hit him. The guy just has to keep you there.
Yeah.
While you have to work your way in to be able to try to land a punch.
Yeah.
So that's already just like makes it harder. But yeah, sometimes there's dudes that make it, Mike Tyson, make it a huge advantage, right?
Bro, right. He's like 5'11", fighting people like 6'5", bro. Yeah.
So sometimes it can be an advantage, but overall, I would say like being a taller guy with a longer reach is more of an advantage.
That's why reach is so important in combat
sports. It's more reach than like even height, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, if you have to build a perfect fighter, he's super short with a very long reach.
Really?
Yeah, because like there's less room to hit him.
Yeah.
If the guy is super short, there's less room to hit him. But then if he has long arms, he can hit you from like a place where you can't hit him. But then he would look kind of weird, honestly. Like long arms and just very short body.
Yeah, short
slender man.
Long legs, short legs. Does that change anything in boxing? The length of your legs?
I would say a little bit shorter legs.
Okay, because you move quicker, maybe. Like you shuffle quicker and stuff.
No, because you have to reach down to hit the guy.
Okay, yeah. No, but let's say it's the same height. You know, some people have like proportionally shorter legs. Some have longer legs.
Yeah.
Is there an advantage to boxing when it comes to that?
It's a good question. I'd have to think about it. I've never thought about like the length. I've thought about the reach, of course.
Yeah, reach, of course, yeah.
But the length of the legs, not really. I mean, if you have legs like Fundora's, the guys have to jump to hit you.
Yeah.
But then you have a wide torso too, like a wide,
really long torso, right? So. And you can't hit below the belt, so.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like an advantage also. If you had to, you talked about creating the perfect fighter. If you had to create the perfect fighter from head to toe, what would it be like? And you can use like fighters.
Other boxers?
Yeah.
Like the legs, I would pick Lomachenko.
The dancer. Yeah, of course. You love Lomachenko.
His legs are crazy. Coordination is crazy.
So when you say legs, you mean like
his footwork.
Movement?
Yeah, his movement.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't analyzed their body. Like,
no,
like,
you're talking about footwork.
In the like anatomy aspects of them, I haven't analyzed most boxers actually, but yeah, like his footwork would be Lomachenko.
Okay.
So now,
so footwork Lomachenko.
Yeah. So next, hand speed.
Speed only.
Only speed. Inoue is pretty fast, man.
Who?
Inoue.
I don't know him.
Naoya Inoue.
No, I don't know him.
So he's a Japanese boxer.
Okay.
He's actually fighting May 2nd, I believe.
Okay.
And probably the biggest fight in his career, like a Japanese like clash between like two guys that were at the top of their weight classes for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Is he? What's his weight class?
So he's fighting at 122.
122.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm saying all time. You'll put him all time.
Hand speed. Let's talk about mod.
All time. Anyone.
I mean, I'm more into modern boxing.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, he's very fast. So yeah, Gary Russell was very fast too.
Okay.
Still active, but a little bit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say Inoue.
Inoue. Okay.
Hand speed.
IQ.
Mayweather.
Really? Yeah.
Mayweather. Yeah.
Do you think he's underrated or overrated? Mayweather.
I think he's perfectly ranked.
Really? Okay.
Because there's people that hate on Mayweather.
A lot.
There's people that are super max glazers of Mayweather too.
Like you like Lomachenko?
Yeah.
Or me with Messi?
Yeah, like super max glazer of Mayweather. So it balances out.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if I'd say maybe a little bit underrated, like because people just love to hate him.
Yeah,
that's
because
how he makes most
he's
of his
flamboyant. He likes to show off.
Yeah.
When someone shows off, people like to bring him down.
His fights are not the most like
boring.
Like his style is not the most entertaining ones.
Of course,
people want to see blood. You know, like when they go in like watch
they want to see Mike Tyson
boxing fight. They want to see blood.
Yeah,
like people ripping each other's head off. Yeah. And they don't want to see like a guy that's smart and like.
Because they're not even going to see it. Because when you think about it, 90 to 95% of people who watch professional boxing they're not really necessarily big boxing fans. So what you see in a professional fight isn't the same thing as what I will see or someone else will see. It'll be completely different.
They're casuals.
You will see exactly everything that has to be seen. Like exactly, you see like, oh shit, that was really beautiful. Like when I watch soccer, I'll see a simple touch by Messi. I'll be like, holy fuck, shit. The guy's gonna be like, that's a simple touch. I'm like, no, but you don't understand the touch. It's like the way he did it. It's fucking phenomenal. And same goes. So that's why when you think about boxing, you just want to see like people getting knocked out. You want to see Mike Tyson fucking throwing hands.
Man, honestly, I understand them. Like, because I have two like modes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I go in and I watch the fights, and I'm like, okay, I want to study the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'll watch a Mayweather fight, a Lomachenko fight. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna study. I'm gonna watch. But man, sometimes I turn on the TV and I just want to see a bloodbath too. So
okay,
I totally
so
understand.
you too.
That's why sometimes, man, honestly, like, I'm gonna get hate from boxing fans, but sometimes I like to switch and go on the UFC side of things, watch some MMA, because you know, like there's more. So you know, like seeing a spinning elbow, a high kick,
it's fun.
Or a dude getting mauled on the ground, like punch his face like out. It's fun, you know.
It's
like,
entertaining.
If you want to see blood, like the UFC is gonna be a little bit more
prone to that.
Yeah,
exactly.
To seeing, like crazy, like stupid, like people smashing each other in the face.
I think UFC, it has both. It can be really fucking entertaining as it can be really fucking boring.
But I feel like you have more chances to have like a very entertaining fight.
Of course.
If you're a very casual guy and you just want to see blood.
Yeah.
Like boxing, like you'll always have like a sweet science aspect. That's why it's called a sweet science, right?
Of course.
Like, the thing is, like in boxing, everyone is good at the same thing. Throwing jab, cross hooks, uppercuts. You know, there's different styles and stuff. In MMA, you don't have to be good at throwing punches.
No,
you can be good at just like wrestling.
Yeah.
You can be good at being a jiu-jitsu guy or at throwing kicks. Look at Edson Barboza.
Mm-hmm.
Like crazy kicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you don't have to be the best at overall. While in boxing, if you want to reach the highest level, you have to be good at boxing. So then what's the differentiating factor? Is your brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like to compare boxing with chess too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
it's a sweet science, right? MMA right now at the stage where it is, like, and now I might get some hate from MMA. Everyone's gonna hate me, but
it is what it is.
Yeah, but like, you can be good at one specific area of the game and then like be like pretty poor at some other areas.
Habib's one of the greatest, but he's poor at standing up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now they're. Like, you know, there's an evolution. It's still a young sport, so people are evolving.
Exactly, yeah.
But, you don't have to be the best at, like, everything.
Yeah, and I feel like boxing, let's say if you take a random guy who never did MMA, never did boxing, you take a random guy and you throw him into a boxing ring and then you throw him into an octagon, there's way higher chances of him performing in the octagon than in the boxing ring. That's what I believe.
I don't know, man. Honestly.
I think so.
No, I don't. No? I don't know.
Because I think that, like, if you're taking me, let's say, I feel like boxing it's not more of a sport, but it's more like you have less freedom, let's say. MMA, you can fucking go there and take the guy and just put him on the ground immediately, and then just hug him and then somehow grab his arm and then just logically think, okay, let me pull it here and then he'll tap out. But boxing is, okay, let me jab, and then there's a way of throwing punches, right? Like how you got to twist and everything. But MMA, I feel like you can just go and grab him and just.
Well, when you talk to like MMA fighters, like, and they talk about their sparrings with boxers, they're like, yo, they hit like trucks. Because there's a way boxers will like twist and put their body weight into those punches, right?
Yeah.
Whether like MMA fighters don't do that because they also have to worry about leg kicks, takedowns, and all that stuff. So they can't sit down as much, you know? Mm-hmm. Same thing, like head movement is something that like boxers are very good at and people love to watch. You know, guys slip punches. Of course, you see Muhammad Ali on the ropes with his hands down. Mm-hmm. You can't do that much in MMA because you also have to worry about it getting head kicked.
He'll just grab you. Yeah.
Getting grabbed.
Yeah.
You know, all those stuff. So that's why like the guys are a little bit stiffer and all that. And going back to the guy that's like, the guy is bad at MMA and bad at boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can find a way maybe, to like find your way to survive a little bit more on the boxing side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you put your hands up, you try to clinch the guy, maybe you can survive a bit more. I feel like in MMA, like you get leg kicked, like
It's done.
you're rolling on the floor. That's it. How do you if the guy has zero skills, he's not gonna learn how to like block a low kick
Yeah.
like on the spot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to like.
No, of course. Yeah. No.
I've never done Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I don't know how to block a low kick. You have a Muay Thai guy that just hits me with a low kick. Maybe by chance I'll block it, but
Yeah. Somehow. Yeah.
or maybe my leg I will just be limping for the next like few days.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that part is true. That you'll be easier to survive in a boxing ring because you cannot come and grab me. I can just like literally keep my hands like this and just run around, right? And then like. Fuck, I'm just running around. How are you going to hit me?
Have you seen the meme of the guy that just like gives one punch and then he spins around the ring and then the guy is just in the middle?
No, who is that like a...
Yeah, it's like an old school like video.
Oh, Charlie Chaplin. Is that like what he hits the guy and then he goes behind the ref?
Yeah. And then he's like just like spinning around, which like, it's kind of calling running around, like you said. It's a little bit easier to do that. And MMA, the guy, like, if he wants, he just destroys your leg or he grabs you, puts you on the ground. Like jiu-jitsu and grappling and wrestling are such technical sports too.
Of course, yeah. No disrespect.
Like, you don't know how to like. How would you block a?
Of course, takedown or whatever,
or like a takedown or a leg kick if you don't know how to. Well, blocking punch, the guy will be aiming for your face or your torso. So.
Torso, yeah. You pretty much block that.
That's why getting good at it is also harder
than MMA. That's what I believe. I think that getting good and becoming professional in boxing is harder than MMA. That's what I believe. Let me put it this way. I feel like boxing is a sport that is more important to start earlier than MMA.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. That's what I think.
I always see a lot of guys like start. I mean, I started boxing late, honestly.
Yeah. You told me last time.
Late. But it's more frequent to see guys like starting MMA like pretty late and having a successful career than like boxers.
Yeah.
Like especially at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the highest level, like most boxers that you see, there's always like exceptions.
Of course.
Hopefully I will be one.
You will, bro. You will. I believe in you, bro. You're actually really talented.
God willing. Yeah. Thank you. But,
God willing,
but there's most guys have started when they were like, 10, 5, or they were born with gloves on their hands like Mayweather.
Yeah, with his dad, his uncle was a professional.
They were world champions.
Yeah, of course.
You were born in like a dynasty of.
Yeah. He was born in a really poor family and like hard living situations. But like or not, when it came to boxing, they know fucking boxing.
They were still champions.
Yeah, it's like Mike Tyson, right? He had a crazy life and a crazy past, but he was still a world champion when it came to boxing, right?
Well, it helps you in there too, like getting that grit and that anger, like, and placing it in the wrong, like in the right place and not in the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's true. Helps you, like, definitely.
Yeah. So okay. So IQ, you will put Mayweather. So basically, when you say like defense, you would also put Mayweather.
Yeah, defense.
Does he have the greatest defense of all time?
Honestly, yeah. Like, you'll see so many people like at the gym trying the Philly shell.
Yeah.
And it's like, I will never teach anyone the Philly shell.
Yeah.
Because unless you were born like learning it since you're like 5, like Mayweather, you're like, so you've like, he drilled every single like motion or like scenario in the gym, in the ring with his like uncle or his dad. That like that defense is just perfect.
Yeah.
But like if you're learning it like now, you're like 15 or you're 20 and you're like, yo, let's go Philly shell, and you just start doing the Philly shell, it's so much harder.
Really?
Yeah, because it's such a like,
is it like
technical
more
defense?
Yeah.
So it's like very like hard to like like master, and like for it to become the perfect defense, you have to master it.
Okay, yeah.
And it's so hard to master. You can be good at it, but sometimes you'll get hit clean too.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes easier to get hit clean with that defense rather than having your hands up like this and blocking the shots, Well,
if you look at it, like just visually, this looks more easier to hit someone who's like this than who's like this,
but then
right?
If you're really good at it, you deflect the shot with your shoulder, put your hand here, boom, and your body's protected.
Yeah.
But you have to be really, really good at it, and then you have to be able to be good at it against dudes that are also boxers that have been training their whole life. Like
professional
guys,
killers.
Because anyone can be good at I can be good at throwing the Philly shell against a dude that has like
against me who has no experience. Yeah, has no experience.
Like no experience. Yeah, I can be good at the Philly shell, but then will I be good against a dude that's like top 10 in the world? maybe not,
Of course. But that's like, I only saw from my eyes, I only saw Mayweather do that. But he's, bro, when it comes to defense, he's phenomenal.
No, there's a
bro.
bunch of boxers that
There's
have
a bunch
that
of
Philly shell, but
like well-known boxers.
yeah. Like, it's
okay.
very American style.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
Philly, yeah.
Like sometimes you hear American style, a lot of Philly shell,
Mhm.
having that lead hand down.
Yeah.
But like, I like to use it. You'll see me using it sometimes.
You
but
switch a lot. You
but
like
in parsimony. Like
Yeah.
I'll use it like at an exact scenario or exact specific spot because I'm like, yeah, I need to use my Philly shell right now, and then I leave. Then I'm back to my like hand up, lead hand up.
Yeah.
Like, so I'll use it with parsimony. But like a guy like Mayweather, it was just like master.
Yeah, he's
He
mastered it, bro.
Yeah,
He's
just,
his defense is
man, his
fucking.
defense, ring IQ.
Yeah. He's truly. I understand people hate him, and they hate him because he's really like he likes to talk, right?
Yeah,
He's
he likes to
flamboyant.
talk, and then his fights are not that entertaining.
It's all true, but he remains one of the greatest of all
Yeah.
time.
Well,
right?
even if you like check his fights were so entertaining. Like look at the Maidanas.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah,
Even like if the first one arguably
maybe Maidana won the first
lost
one.
it,
Yeah,
but like still, these
really
were
entertaining.
entertaining fights.
Yeah.
Like
But even the one he did against Canelo when he was like 23 years old, Canelo.
scold him.
Yo, he like honestly, the diffence was crazy.
It was a kid fighting with a
grown man.
grown man. Like
Yeah, bro, that
it
shows
was
a
a
level.
master fighting with a
student.
A student.
Yo, that shows a level of difference, bro. Mayweather truly, like, hate him all you want. He's a phenomenal boxer, bro. Like you said, when he fought against Canelo, bro, you're watching that fight like, what a fucking masterclass, man.
Yep.
When he again, of course, the first fight against Maidana, many people say that maybe he should have lost. But hey, boxing. Do you feel like boxing has a lot of corruption in that big level?
I think in all levels it has corruption, bro.
Really,
In
huh?
all the levels.
Huh? Why?
Because like you can profit from anything in boxing.
Money, politics.
Yeah, money, politics. Like even at the lower level, like it empowers you in some way. Like you ego trip from it. You feel more important than you should feel that you should. So everyone benefits from it, and sometimes it grows you wings, and you think you can do stuff that you shouldn't, or say stuff that or feel like some way that and so everyone does it. Like even at the lower level, you'll see like clubs or like local departmental associations fighting for the power, like. So not even at Las Vegas type of like world elite like thing. The corruption starts like when you're teaching youth. Like
Really? Huh?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah. I mean, in Bolivia, like I've seen it. Like
Yeah.
I've
Maybe
seen
because it's-
corruption.
yeah.
Like, and that's what they have not like what a pack of eggs to gain from it. Like I'm exaggerating. Like,
Of course.
but
yeah.
like there's because like there's barely anything from them to gain beside like maybe an ego trip or feeling more important. And like some people, they try to take advantage of that. So it's and I feel like it's in a lot of sports too. You'll find that too.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that the thing with boxing, especially fighting, I think that the reason that MMA has it so well is because it's one organization. I mean, yes, there's PFL, there's Bellator, there's many other organizations, but the UFC is fucking king by miles, right? In the
That's why
MMA.
they get underpaid.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they also get underpaid. That's true. That's another topic. But one thing is, it's more centralized and it's more controlled and less possibilities for corruption. But boxing is a sport where it's different losing a boxing fight than losing, let's say, a soccer game. It hits your ego less losing a soccer game than a boxing fight. Losing a soccer game by 3 goals or getting knocked out in front of a lot of people, it hurts your ego way less, right?
Yeah.
As a man, masculinity, human being, human ego, it hurts your ego way less. I understand how there can be way bigger power trips in wanting to win a boxing fight than wanting to win a soccer game. I understand like the difference. And that's why I guess maybe that's why probably that plays a big part in boxing. But I also feel like, I heard many people say that Gennady Golovkin, if he was American, he would have had a way, way, way more flourishing career than what he had because he's from Uzbekistan, Russia, and whatever.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
But yeah, that's true. But that's honestly, I don't think that statement is correct. But I
Okay.
don't think it's due to corruption.
Okay.
It's due to marketability too.
Okay.
Like
Personality.
if you're more appealing to the market, like then you're gonna get more opportunities. You know, that's the law of capitalism. You know, like if you can sell, you're gonna get more opportunities. So if there's more lights on you, you're gonna get more opportunities. Where's the biggest scene of boxing? In the U.S., right? Yeah. So of course, if Gennady Golovkin knocking people out here and there, Olympic silver medalist, if he was a American and his name was James whatever, then he would have had like bigger opportunities, of course, and he would have been more well known. But that's just life, you know, like and that's rule of everything, you know. If you're born into a rich family, then you have more doors because they have more contact, so you have more opportunities, you know. So if you're just like super poor and you come from a very small country, like it's harder to make it out. Yeah, you know, and you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the right connections, and it happens in boxing too. If you don't have the right promoter, if you don't have the right manager that knows the right guy, you know, then it's harder to make it out. Even though you have the best talent in the world, a lot is due to like contacts. And I don't think that's corruption to itself, but I guess in some way maybe it's like philosophical corruption. Yeah, you know, you're like, well, that's not fair, but yeah, life is not fair. So
exactly. But at the same time, what's funny is that aspect of marketability is only in boxing and MMA. And that's why you can't have boxing influencers becoming boxers like Jake Paul and making fucking $50 million a year.
Well, that's why I have to start a YouTube channel.
Exactly. No, but it's smart. Content, like it or not, is really important. But let's say another different. Let's say Jake Paul says, you know what, I want to become a soccer player. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care how many eyes you can bring to the sport. No team is going to sign you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you're not going to play well. And the team only cares about, I'm going to sign players, which is going to make my team better. I don't care if he has 2 Instagram followers or he has 200 million Instagram followers. If he's better, he's better. Ronaldo now got kicked out of Real Madrid and he's the most followed guy on Instagram. He got kicked out of Real Madrid because he wasn't bringing value to the team anymore. He wasn't helping the team as much as when he was younger. But in boxing, like, it's the only sport with MMA where your personality will make your career better. In soccer, that's not the case. Messi has, I mean, I fucking love Messi, but he, especially in the beginning, now a bit more, but he had like no personality because he was really shy. He never talked about who cared. They gave him all the money, the most money, the best career, the best contract.
His personality.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But in boxing, like, it's different, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, but honestly, going back on that argument of soccer, you can pretend to be a soccer player though if you're famous and you have money and followers. Look at all those like streamer events.
Yeah, of course.
They all play soccer and they fill stadiums of 40,000 people.
And they make money.
And they make money. Yeah. And they're playing soccer. Yeah. The level is very low compared very extremely low compared to like
even compared to amateurs.
But same thing in like boxing, right? They like most of those streamers that do boxing events, like if you see Adrien Ross, he started a boxing league event.
Adrien Ross?
Yeah, really? He makes like fight like personalities. Well, there was Adam 22 that fought the black guy that fucked his girlfriend.
That's great. Oh, he fought him?
What's his name? The black guy?
The porn star fucking Jason Love.
Jason Love. He fought him.
Really?
He got whooped by Jason Love.
Really? Okay,
and when you look at the weight difference, like Jason Love looks like 30 pounds heavier than him. But
really, I didn't know that they fought.
Yeah, they fought like
and they created a scenario. Oh, you fucked my wife, and now
kind of Well, I think Adam 22 was coming in like last minute or something because or Jason Love was coming in last minute. I don't really care, but I just saw that on my just scrolling and brain rotting online. I was just oh shit, he's fighting.
That's crazy, bro.
He got whooped, but look, they did a camp. They got prepared. They fought. They got money for it. That's being a professional boxer.
Yeah.
Professional boxer doesn't mean that you have the greatest skills in the world.
It means you make money.
Yeah. Are they like the level of a professional boxer? No. But you can say they were pretending to be professional boxers.
Because they made money for a fight.
Exactly.
Boxing fight, yeah.
Like going back to Jake Paul, his first events when he was fighting like on the KSI Logan Paul card.
Yeah.
Like fighting like Nate
Diaz.
No, he fought he fought Nate Diaz. Then he fought the basketball player too. What was
Nate Robinson.
Yeah, Nate Robinson.
Yeah, Nate Robinson.
Him out cold, right?
Yeah, of course. Basketball player.
Like these levels were very poor.
Yeah.
Now Jake Paul just loved the sport and started training hard and is getting decent at it.
Really? Okay.
Is he the level of a world champion or elite level? No. Okay. But he's getting decent. He's putting in the work. I can respect that, and he's doing great for the sport. He has his promotion, most valuable promotion MVP. And honestly, he's like doing great, especially for women boxing. He's putting them on a platform that no other promoter has. Now recently he started an MMA thing too, like Ngannou's fighting. Okay. Ngannou's fighting.
Ngannou, and oh really? Okay.
He stopped his contract with PFL, and now he signed one fight deal with MVP.
Nice. Okay.
So they just started an MMA thing, and they put some prospects on it. Saladin Parnasse from France is fighting there.
Okay. Yeah.
And really good prospect at lightweight. And that is boxing. He's also have a great platform for the boxers.
Yeah.
He's helping them. He's paying them well.
Really.
His whole thing is like.
Yeah, he trash talked Dana White a lot.
He hates Dana White because he underpays. So he pays his boxers and his MMA fighters very good.
So honestly, in your opinion, Jake Paul is doing good for boxing.
Yeah, man, he has the platform. He's Jake Paul, one of the biggest YouTubers in the world.
Yeah, of course.
He has visibility. He's putting visibility on boxing, which is the sport I'm in.
Yeah. Passion.
Like, you can only like that, Is the guy's personality like, you can like the guy or no?
Yeah.
That's your own opinion. But is he doing good for the sport? I think so, honestly. Like, he's putting eyes to it. He's bringing in money. He's paying boxers well. Guys that were not very known or that maybe would have struggled more to get visibility. Now he's putting them on a huge platform. So, like, honestly, like, shout out to him.
Yeah. So, yeah, because there's many people who believe that he's not doing good for the sport of boxing. Like, I heard so many people say, like, oh, he's destroying the image. He's destroying the reputation. He's destroying the perception that the society might have on boxing. But then there's people like you who feel like, and when you explain to me like that, like I can understand both aspects. I feel like old heads will have more the opinion of, oh, he's destroying the sport with the image. He's making a foolery of the sport. But then I feel like younger people are going to have more the mentality of, let's say, he's making money. The fighters are making money. He's creating good events. He's putting he's giving platform to good people. So like I understand both opinions. Now I didn't really check too much into it to have like, let's say, a strong opinion on it, but I understand where you're coming from and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, what he's doing. Even as a boxer, as I said earlier, he's putting in the work. He's not elite level or world level, but he's doing the work.
If he wasn't that famous, would he be a professional? A legit professional? If he wasn't that famous?
No. Well, it goes back to what I was saying. Like, if he wasn't a YouTuber, he would have had to go through the same like route as everyone, like the same like path as most boxers that end up turning pro.
Yeah.
Like, have a good amateur career, a good amount of fights in amateur career, because that's where you can afford to lose, see different styles, fight internationally. Get a good exposure and good experience, then turn pro. Hopefully you get a promoter that notices you at one point during your pro career, and then from it you start building from it, get good fights, sometimes try to get some upsets on bigger like opponents that are more that are supposed to be stronger than you, like A side, B sides fights.
Yeah.
The life of a boxer is just like
really fucking hard, bro.
Yeah, it's hard and it's a lot of time, right? Like I've had 50 amateur fights.
50, man, really?
Yeah, 50.
And how many years?
Well, in 6 years then. Yeah, and then you have 2 years of COVID, so where I didn't really fight.
Okay, so 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years basically.
So that's like 11, 12 fights per year.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man, that's a lot.
Yeah, I started in 2018, had my first fight. Actually, yesterday was my first fight anniversary.
Really? Congratulations.
Yeah. Till this day, one of my hardest fights.
Your first amateur fight?
Yeah, one of my hardest fights.
Why?
Because I feel like they were kind of setting me up. Like,
really?
Yeah, maybe I was 18. I was maybe a little bit cocky. I thought boxing was easier than like it was. And then they said, like, I started boxing in January 2018, and then I had my first fight like in April 2018.
After 4 months?
3 months. And
Jesus Christ,
they
bro.
set me up there. The guy is like heavier than me, so I didn't have to lose any weight. Remember, I said I wanted to cut weight for it.
Yeah.
For there, I had to more gain weight than anything else. The guy was 28, construction worker. He already had 5 fights.
28?
Yeah, 20. He had kids and stuff.
He's a real man.
Grown ass man. I was 18, you know, I had my like Harry Potter glasses like this, like
soft mustache and
no
shit.
mustache, like just like baby face, like
Yeah.
I look like 15 on honestly.
Yeah.
Like glasses, and I get there and like the guy just comes in, swings, and I just get hit. My nose starts bleeding like straight away. Like I go back in my car after the first round, I'm like, this is hard. You know, and my coach is just like, shut up, Adrien, like get back to it. I won the fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, man. Fuck.
I won the fight. But
How did you win?
Unanimous decision.
Okay, there you go.
But it's till this day, it's one of my hardest, like in my memory, one of my hardest fight because the guy hit it like a truck. I was gasping for air after like 30 seconds of the fight. You know, boxing wasn't beautiful. It was just like a brawl basically, and like had to find my way into fighting, dig deep, like really deep, like where like I still haven't had a fight where like I had to like dig like crazy like I did for this fight.
Jesus Christ, that fight was really like PTSD almost right
exactly.
now.
Because like now in my 50 like amateur fights, I've had like more like around 15 losses.
Okay.
Like have around 25 international fights. Most of my losses were international, some here as well, and like a lot of those losses were like tactical, you know, like where like I had to readjust and then I didn't have time to readjust properly, so I lost, you know, fair and square. Some were close losses as well, you know, like it happens in boxing. Some I just got outboxed too, you know, that was just better than me, and you know, it happens like. But there's none where like I had to like deep like into a place where I've never been, like that first fight.
Yeah.
I still I actually don't remember being in the fight. I just remember after and I was like, what happened?
You don't remember?
I have a like full blank of like,
because you got punched or the adrenaline?
I guess a mix of both, you know, like I got punched hard, the adrenaline, everything taking over, my nose bleeding, me gasping for air after 30 seconds.
The shot of adrenaline must be crazy.
We won fight of the night too that night.
There you go.
That shows how crazy that fight was.
Fuck, I imagine going from. I started in January. I have my first amateur fight in April, so after 3 months of boxing, and then like. I imagine a boxing fight must be really fucking crazy. Like already, even when you're really skilled, it's still a lot of adrenaline, a lot of nerves. But then imagine it's first time, and then first time you truly get punched in the face by a fucking guy who's 28 years old.
The gloves are smaller. You're used to your 16 ounce.
You had headgear?
Yeah, you have
for amateur.
Headgear doesn't like change anything into like the strength of the punch that you receive. Doesn't change anything. It's there for cuts mostly.
Huh, okay.
It's not there to prevent brain damage or anything. You're still going to get concussed.
You're
still going to get knocked out the same way with a headgear or not. You're just prone to have more cuts without a headgear.
Yeah, well, basically you cannot have cuts with a headgear, right? Like you're protected or...
you can have cuts, but it's hard. Like if you have a big nose, you can cut your cuts on the nose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's way harder to have cuts. That's why the headgears are there. That's why you wear headgears in training in training as well, in sparring.
So that's the only reason why amateurs have headgears.
Yeah.
I thought it was because it protects your brain more, like your head.
No, there's been actually studies that prove otherwise. That like having a headgear, you have more chances of having a concussion because it blocks a little bit your vision. So you see some punches less well than without a headgear. And it's true. Like international fights, you don't have a headgear.
Amateur.
Yeah, amateur international fights, you don't have a headgear.
Yeah.
And first time I was like, shit, I see everything, you know? Like, because like headgear, you're just here. Like, just put your hands right here.
Yeah, of course, it blocks. Yeah,
it blocks,
course.
right?
Yeah.
You move them, then you're like,
now I don't even see your hand. Yeah.
Okay,
you
that's
a huge
naked.
difference.
That's in some way you feel naked too.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But so those studies have proven that's why they remove the headgears in international fights.
For amateur, huh?
Yeah, for amateur. Well, even like in a lot of countries, they don't have headgears, even for national or like or just regional fights.
Yeah.
They don't have headgear. France, after 5 fights, you have no headgear.
Mm-hmm.
Bolivia, you don't have headgear when you box. Only the US and Canada still have headgears. It's the only two.
Even Europe doesn't?
No.
Really, huh?
You go to the UK, national championships or regional championships, you don't have headgear.
Really? Okay, yeah.
But the US and Canada are the only countries right now who have like mandatory headgears in all competitions.
Do you think they'll take it off?
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean,
should they, in your opinion?
That rule has been instated since 2016, so it's already been 10 years that like most countries remove headgear, but Canada and the US still keep them.
But in your opinion, they should remove it?
Honestly, I don't like it. It's really minimal, the vision that you lose.
Yeah.
And I would hate to get cut too, you know. So that's why we wear headgears in training, because it prevents the cuts, right? You get a cut before a fight, you can't fight, or the cut will reopen way more easily.
Of course, yeah.
So that's why, like, in competitions, I guess that matter less. Maybe, yeah, you should be wearing a headgear. Especially
if you're like, if you don't have high ambitions in boxing, then let's say someone who has high ambitions in boxing, he'll care way less for cuts because he knows, if I have high ambitions throughout my whole life, I'm gonna have cuts. But someone who doesn't have high ambitions and he's like, yeah, I don't want to fuck up with cuts, whatever. Like, let's say my brother does BJJ, right? He's never gonna be a professional and doesn't want to be a professional, so he protects his ears more than someone who wants to be a professional, because he's like, I don't want to be a professional, and the ears are ugly, right? You know how they get all like cauliflower and shit. So like, why would you have cauliflower ears, which is really fucking like, it's not ideally.
It looks tough though.
Yeah, it does look tough, right? You get in
like a killer.
Yeah, you look like a killer.
I've seen some dudes make them to themselves.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's like, I see these fucking clips and there's like a
John
guy.
Maxon guys.
Clavicular. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like talking about that, bro. Once I was in Montreal in a nightclub. And I was tipsy, but I wasn't drunk. So I know exactly what I saw. A guy like did this, and then another guy started punching him in the cheekbone. Started punching him in the cheekbone because of clavicular, because he said that. And I was like, in the beginning, I found clavicular funny. I find him funny because you hear him talk, you're like, who the fuck, like, who talks like that? You know, I find him funny.
He's autistic, eh?
Yeah, no, he's highly autistic. I mean, he's highly autistic. Yeah. Like the things he says and shit, like.
The way he looks like.
Yeah, no, he's highly autistic. Yeah, he's crazy autistic. But whenever he said those things, I was like, okay, yeah, it's funny. But I didn't think that people would actually follow him and actually do what he says. But then at the same time, I'm like, there are some people who are more easy to influence, who are easier to manipulate, who are younger maybe, and they will actually listen to him because he has that fame, he has that clout. So people are going to look up to him like, oh my God, he knows what he's talking about.
There's people that think they're horses, so.
Yeah, so. If you can think you're a horse, I mean, what other things can you say? Yeah, but yeah, coming back to like you said, so yeah, the cauliflower, it does look tough, but people intentionally doing it, even that is more logical than the clavicular thing, because there's some logic to it. Oh, people are going to be more afraid of me. Like that I understand. But this other thing is simply you punching yourself in the face. Like that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
but it's to get higher cheekbone.
But it's been proven that it's not true.
Oh, I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, no, I don't know. Maybe I would never do it.
It's just stupid.
Okay, yeah, I would never fucking do it. Never in my life would I
take a hammer and hit your chin.
That's what the other
guy helps.
Yeah, it helps. We got a hammer, Matt. There, we'll start fucking punching ourselves in the fucking chin.
It's like you train your chin in boxing too.
Yeah, of course you hit it so you become less.
Yeah, I stand like this, and then my coach takes gloves and he just hits me.
If you need someone, bro, I'll do it for you.
Until I crumble on the floor and I'm unconscious.
If you want, bro. If you want, I'm your guy. Just let me know.
Let's do it. It's every Friday at 6 p.m.
You get a punch in the chin and the cheekbones. I'll do it, bro.
Yeah,
I'll punch you
well,
well,
the cheekbone is just for my looks, but then the chin is just to make my chin stronger.
Yeah, make your chin stronger. But that, I swear to God,
I'm joking. It doesn't make your chin stronger. If anything, it makes it weaker.
Of course, you're making fucking.
I swear there's some people that would do it.
Nah, I know, but bro, like I said, I couldn't believe when I saw that with my eyes. I'm like, okay, so people actually like follow him and respect what he says and believe what he says. And
I know.
I was like, Jesus Christ. In the beginning, I thought like everyone saw him as not as a joke, but like it's something funny, looks maxing and whatever. But then when I saw that, I was like, okay, some people are really into it. But it's crazy. So that's the thing with social media. I fucking love social media. And I think that there's way more pros and cons, but some of those cons like that can be really fucking crazy. And then there's way more like I always told the story, where my mother comes from. She comes from a little village in Serbia, like a little village of 1,000 people, all farmers, right? And recently there's been a little kid, he's like 11 or 12 years old. He died, and how he died was he saw a trend on TikTok, and the trend was who can hang himself by the neck and stay hanging by the neck the longest wins. So he did that trend with his friends, and then he died that way.
Yeah.
So that's what social media, I mean.
That's crazy.
It has way more pros and cons, but some of those cons can be really fucking crazy. Like seeing that trend, and like you cannot blame the kid, he's fucking 11, 12. When we were 12, we were fucking dumb. I mean, I probably would have never done that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have never done that. But we're all different. Some people are more easily influenceable.
Yeah.
Some people are ready to do whatever it takes in front of the camera to get clicks, likes, whatever. And I mean, the kid fucking died,
when you
man.
see those documentaries about those crazy sects, you know?
Yeah, of course.
And you're like, well, why would they join a sect like that? But then, like, if you analyze the profile of people that join those sects, they're just like people like lacking attention. Their life is not at the best.
Abuse their whole life.
Yeah, and they feel like they're finally part of some community. And it's just maybe the same type of thing. You know, I'm not a psychologist.
Maybe,
like,
with looks max, maybe it's like a community and
community or whatever. It gives you like a feeling of being part of something.
Yeah.
Maybe you're actually thinking that it'll make your looks better.
Yeah.
Punched in the face, but
in my mind, I was like, logic, isn't it the opposite? Like, you know how they say boxers before, like I heard many like movies and people say like, oh, you're too pretty to box. Because, you know, like boxing is going to like ruin your looks. So I was like, isn't that the like opposite? I don't know. I'm not a fucking plastic surgeon, but I was like, that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, boxing. I mean, yeah, it can make your looks worse.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, fucking
cuts, broken nose, all that.
Yeah. But I think that's true. Like it comes more from a part of people who are highly insecure in some area of their life, and then they get themselves attached with like a community, because like it or not, we are all social creatures and we like being a part of a community. Exactly. We love having brotherhood and whatever. And then some people are willing to do bad things, but to be part of a community, even if it's something bad, they're still going to do it because they prefer being a part of a community than being alone, but doing the right thing. Like, right? You know, like kids who are younger in high school, some kids are going to go and, let's say, steal from a Dollarama or a fucking candy shop because their friends are going to do it. They know it's wrong, but they're going to do it because they don't want to be like seen as left out from their friends. They want to be part of that friend group, so they're going to do whatever it takes.
Well, it's like bullies, right? Like bullies, they're in groups.
Mm-hmm.
One guy bullies one guy, then the other follows, and then everyone follows because they think it's cool or funny.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's what happens on social media a lot. Like, right? Like, let's say with Looks Max, and maybe that became like a community, and those people, like, they're highly insecure, and maybe with getting girls. So they're like, okay, you know what? I'm not good at getting girls. I cannot get a girlfriend. But if I improve my looks, Clavicular said I can, I'm going to get girls. And then, so maybe it creates a community. They hang around with each other, and it goes with everything else. Like people who think they're fucking horses or cats, right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it comes from a place of high insecurity.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
I mean, those like Therians. I don't know if you ever heard
Therians? What's that?
It's in like South America. There's a trend of Therians.
I never heard about it.
They think they're like dogs and animals and stuff like that. Yeah, like,
also in South America?
Yeah, in South America.
I would have thought it's more of a Western problem.
Like, if you go like in Mexico, Argentina, there's like Therians.
Okay, really?
There's a lot of memes about it. People making fun of them too. Yeah. So, you know.
I never understood.
And they wear like masks that, in my opinion, look goofy.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they think they're. No, I'm not a guy. I'm a dog.
But that's one thing. I never met a guy like that, but I would ask him, and I don't have hate, like, it's your life. Fucking identify however you want, do whatever you want. I don't care. But I'm just curious, like, how do you believe you're a dog? Like, how can you, in my opinion, a guy who thinks he's a girl, it's way less crazier than someone who thinks he's a fucking animal.
Yeah, because you're still a human.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah, in my opinion. Even the other one, I feel like, I don't know how it can happen. I respect it if they want, it's their life, do whatever you want. You want to cut off any body part, fucking do whatever you want. But I don't understand, how can you be an animal, and what's like the thinking process? That's what's, I'm not saying this out of hate. I'm really saying it out of curiosity. I'm just curious.
Well, like you said, it's probably feeling insecure, not feeling good in your own skin.
Yeah.
And you're trying to find a way out.
Like a community based.
And you have a community, your friend does it, or you see someone online doing it and you're like, oh, and then you feel like you're finally part of some community that if you've been alone your whole life, or if you feel like insecure by the way you look.
Yeah.
Like,
then you go to
you find an exit because you can be someone else. So a lot of like, I mean, not a lot, I haven't done a study, I can't say exactly, but like actors too sometimes have that like feeling, because they can like, for a moment you can pretend to be someone else, you know? Like, you just like, you're literally someone else actually when you're acting.
Of course. Like, I think that's why they say that actors are all insecure. I think maybe you have to, in order for you to be able to like fully play another person, a different life, different mentality, different everything, you have to like go deep mentally to be able to portray that. Like I could never be an actor because I cannot be that like different because I'm just who I am and I don't give a fuck. But like I feel like to be an actor, you have to be able to be someone else, but then you have to be like highly insecure, I guess. It's like a mix of both.
I don't know if highly insecure, but in some way you have to be, maybe like a little bit of, I mean, we all kind of have some insecurity.
Oh, of course, every single human being, But there's degrees, right? I mean, some, like we all have insecurities, but I mean, some people who think they're dogs.
I have insecurities, but I'm not going to turn into a dog.
Not going to turn into a dog.
Or a cat.
So in social media, or like fucking, that was really popular. I thought, we have a high school here. I thought once I heard like, I don't know if you heard about it, Matt, like Nicolas Gatineau qui avait comme des enfants qui pensaient que c'était des chats. Je sais pas si c'est vrai, j'en ai entendu. I don't know if it's true. I heard it. I didn't see it with my eyes. When I went to high school, that shit didn't exist. And I'm not that old. I'm only 25.
Maybe they were trolling.
Huh?
Maybe they were trolling.
Maybe, bro. I don't know. But I heard that. But I feel like, I guess it comes mostly from people wanting to feel associated with a group and then like you associate in a way. And I guess it mostly comes from that.
Yeah, that's what, like sports clubs do. It's the same. You like sometimes you don't only join because you want to like train, but you're also part of a community.
Of course. But I feel like there's healthy communities and there's unhealthy.
Oh, yeah.
Like a sect, Charles fucking Manson, he created a community, right? Yeah. A big community, but it's really fucking unhealthy. Doing hard drugs, killing people, and whatever else. That's a really fucking bad community. That's why I feel like sports, especially team sports, is really fucking important because you get, especially when you're younger, you get in a team, you get friends, you learn how to lose, you learn how to win, you learn that discipline is really important.
Do it in group too.
You learn that hard work is really important. I feel like that's why sports is so fucking important for little kids. And I feel like every little child should play a sport. Doesn't have to be a professional like you to go crazy, but to just play regularly. I feel like that's so important for kids, man.
Until I was 25, I didn't know I was going to be a pro, right? So
crazy, man. That's really good.
I started taking it seriously when I was like after COVID in like 2022, 2023. That's when I was like, oh, maybe there's a... that's when I started like doing all the Olympic qualifying process for Paris 2024. I was like, maybe we can do something there. But up till then, I was like, and I still have that mentality of like, I'm here enjoying the journey,
You're living day by day.
Yeah, I love it, man. Honestly, it's just fun. Like it's better than putting myself some stress and like, of course, I want to get as high as possible, but like, as long as I'm enjoying the journey and I'm having fun,
I love that mentality, bro.
That's what matters, bro.
Yeah, because you have one life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one life.
Yeah.
You might as well live it to the fullest and do everything you love to do.
That's my mentality.
Why did you start boxing then? I think you told me last episode.
Why?
Yeah, why did you start?
Well, there's multiple
reasons,
but like one of them was I saw Conor McGregor against Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start MMA, and then when I moved to Ottawa, the closest gym was Beaver Boxing. Then I started boxing, and then I was like, well, just gonna stick to getting punched in the face. In 2016 as well, like the French Olympic boxing team had the best result ever.
Okay, yeah.
So they were like, I was interested in boxing too. I was watching Tony Yoka, who won a gold medal. His ex-wife won a gold medal too, and they were the golden couple. Was a big like thing in France, and that inspired me too. And I wanted to start boxing in my last year of high school, so 2016 to 2017. But I got in a fight, and my parents were like, "Nope, if get in a fight and you're gonna start boxing, what's the like?" They were like, "No." So I waited until university, and then
And at what age you came from France, right?
Yeah.
At what age?
18.
And why?
Ottawa. Yeah.
So you came to Canada for university.
So like at the time, Ottawa had a scholarship for Francophone students.
Yeah. Okay.
Like French-speaking students. Yeah. They would give them a scholarship where like you would basically pay the same as a student in Ontario.
Really? Okay. Yeah. So you pay like $4,000 for a full-time semester.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which like
really good
for the program I wanted to do. Like it was more expensive in France.
What was your program?
Marketing.
Okay. Telfer.
Yeah. Well, at first I was in business administration.
Okay.
and then I changed to marketing. Yeah, Telfer.
Yeah.
But I failed some
classes.
Yeah, bro. My first year, I was like first semester. That's why I wasn't boxing.
Yeah.
That's why I started in January 20. I was just like fucking around, like just like partying and enjoying, going to Gatineau because you're 18.
Mardi Gras, 18 years old.
Mardi Gras and La Maison.
Sorry, you probably saw me because I've been working Mardi Gras since 2019, maybe not.
Yeah, no, then because I stopped there.
Yeah, you're 99, right?
Yeah, 99.
Yeah, 99. Yeah, so you're 1 year older.
Yeah,
than me.
Mardi Gras and La Maison.
La Maison
that was OG because now it's another
Solena.
Yeah,
same owners, same everything, but it's Solena. It's a different name. Yeah.
But the place was a Mardi Gras at the time. Yeah. And we'd go there, party, whatever, have fun. And then like I stopped going there like midway through my second semester at Ottawa. First, my grades were really bad.
Really?
Like, yeah, because the system is different from France, right?
Okay.
In France, to pass, you don't pass a class, you pass a semester. So they make the average of your classes.
Oh.
And then, like, you pass the semester.
The real shit, I needed that, bro. So if you're really good in a certain subject, you can cover your ass by getting a really fucking good grade.
And like a dumbass, I didn't do the proper research.
You thought it was the same?
I thought it was the same. Of course, that's totally my fault.
Of course.
So, there's some classes I totally failed. Like, some classes I totally failed. I remember my first semester, I walked out of my final exam after 10 minutes because I was like, fuck this.
Why?
In like a stat class.
Because you didn't know shit?
Yeah, I was like, fuck this. I wasn't.
That was the point.
Like, honestly, I was a bad high school student. I wasn't.
Yeah, same.
I was very average, but like bad in my like behavior. I wasn't studying anything. Like the final exam in France, I studied like a week before it, and it's a final exam that summarizes the whole thing you've learned throughout your whole like school.
That's how you guys do it in Europe. Because my parents are from Serbia, and he told me that they don't have exams throughout the year, but at the end, it's about everything they've learned.
So because year per year, it's like average of all your exams. But then the last exam month of high school, that's when you have your high school diploma, your high school degree, and you pass it by having one exam. Like it's an exam that lasts like a week and a half.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Where you just like pass like every single like topic you've seen through. At the back.
Fuck, bro, yo.
Every single topic throughout your whole like high school. So you have to study everything, right? And after that, like some topics have more are valued more than others. And then they make an average, and then if you have over 10 out of 20, you pass.
So 50%.
Yeah, 50%.
In Quebec it's 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Quebec it's 60, yeah.
So over 10%, over 50%, then you're good, you pass. And I went in to university with the same mentality. You know, for that back, like that last exam of high school, I studied like a week before, and I just got the passing grade. I had like 11 out of 20, something like that.
Yeah.
Not a good grade, you know?
Yeah.
And like, after that, I came to Ottawa, same mentality. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm not living with my parents anymore. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy. I made some friends during Frosh Week. Frosh Week was crazy. And I was like, I'm going to keep the same mentality throughout the whole semester.
Yeah.
Like the Frosh Week mentality. Everyone was studying, and me and my friends were just partying because like my friends were like from Morocco. So we were all like kind of
same mentality.
Yeah, same mentality, just coming in and fucking around. And then I found out, fuck around, find out. Like I left my exam and I was like, okay, so in those 3 classes, I have like 80%, 70%, 60%, and in those 2 I have like 20% and 30%. Good.
Yeah, that's gonna be 10 out of 20 for sure.
Yeah. And then I received the thing, and you have to repass the stat class. You have to repass this class. I was like, what?
Damn, bro. Shit. But one thing, I'm gonna make you feel good now. In high school, bro, I don't know how I got my fucking diploma. That's why I know Jesus is real, bro. Because I was by far, like, you said you would study like 1 week before, right? I just wouldn't.
For the final one, usually, like, in general, for the exams, I either the morning of the exam or I just wouldn't.
This is where I'm... See, we're just too whack, okay? This is where I'm fucking different. I would say, you know what? You want me to study? That's an insult to me. I'm not going to study because if I can't pass the exam without studying, I'm a bitch. So I'm not going to study. All glory to God. But then I went to the exam. I was like, fuck. But that's just a mentality. That's just a coping mechanism because I was lazy. I was just lazy.
Yeah, me too. I was
I
lazy.
was a lot lazy as fuck, bro.
I wanted to do something else. I wanted
bro.
to play video games. I
would rather just lay in my bed with my phone like this.
Yeah.
Then read 10 pages of a book. That like I hated studying, and I still to this day hated studying. That when I was in high school, I had fun. I liked finding ways how to cheat. Because all my biggest final exams, I would cheat. If all my professors see this, bro, I don't care. Every single exam I had in high school, important, I cheated in every single one of them, man. I
cheated in a bunch of exams with my friend.
What was your craziest cheating experience in school? I have a couple, man. Real shit.
Crazy. I mean, I never really got caught, so.
Yeah, no, I never got caught either. But what was like the craziest thing you did?
The method?
Yeah, the craziest method.
I don't know. Honestly, it was simple. You know how how do you call it? La trousse?
Well, yeah, where you put your pencils and everything.
Pencils.
Yeah.
I'd put my phone in there.
That's just crazy.
Just like, you go in the back, phone in there, and you just like.
Oh, that's just like pure I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and then when the teacher comes, you just slide it in. You're like, oh, I'm looking for my pencil.
Yeah, you can do that. The craziest one I did was, I explained it to Matt once, was, so in Cégep is something we have in Quebec. It's between university and
2 years,
high school. If you're good, it's 2 years. Me, it was 3 years.
Okay.
Normally, you can do it in 2 years. Or you can even do 1 year and then go to university immediately. Or you can just finish high school with like over 85% everywhere. And then you can go to university at like 17. Right? Is that how it works in Quebec? Ok, tu peux pas aller à l'UQO, genre. Ok. Ok, mais si tu veux aller, il me semble que si tu veux aller de secondaire à l'université, il faut que tu aies des de bonnes notes secondaire. Là, c'est ça, 85 and more. Ok. Ouais, well, there you go. I didn't even know that. So, who's calling me, man? Yeah, so like I said, so what was I talking about? Getting my high school diploma. Cégep. Oh, how I cheated.
Yeah.
How I cheated. Yeah, exactly. How I cheated. So I had a class, politique, I'll remember, politique québécoise puis canadienne. And I had one of my friends had the same class, but different class, right? Different class, but the same program, the same class. So he had the exam 1 day earlier than me, but it's the same exam. And we figured out throughout the semester, every single exam, it was always the same paper, the same exam that the professor would give to every student.
That's a stupid.
So I told my friend, I'm like, sit in the back. And the professor, when he gives papers, he counts, okay, so this row has 5 students. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you go. Then the students pass it around. I told my friend, take one paper, put it in your backpack, and then tell your professor, I think you miscounted how many students there are. And he was like, yo, bro, I'll try. I'm like, bro, believe me, it will work. It worked. He gave me the paper. I have the fucking exam, the paper exam, which is the same he's going to give me tomorrow. I got home, internet, every single answer. I just write it down. I put it in my shirt, inside my shirt. I came into school, sat in the back. He gave me a paper. I just took it. I was just looking at it. When he's not looking, switched it, took the paper I already wrote, put it on the table, the other one inside my shirt, and then I could sell that paper to someone else who's going to have the exam, let's say, next week. And then
the circle keeps going until they say they're still selling the exam.
2026, they're still selling it. Yeah, and that was in 2019. 7 years of fucking recycling that shit. But that was like, when I did that, I told my friends, now I have GOAT status in cheating. That cemented me in GOAT, bro.
Your friend should have sold it to you.
Yeah, no, he should have, but that's my really good friend, so he just gave it to me. Yeah, he should have, but I remember he just gave it to me. I was like, bro, I'm going to abuse this exam, bro. In that class, I really needed to pass because it was like politics. And politics in Canada and Quebec can be really boring because it's such a good country that basically there's not a lot of happening. So you can be like,
pretty boring.
It's not as entertaining as, let's say, American politics, right? American politics, Donald Trump saying grab her by the pussy, whatever. It's like, it's more entertaining. You know what I mean?
Especially right now.
Yeah, especially right now, right? Fucking, yeah. But talking about, so you grew up in France. Which city did you grow up in?
Near Paris.
Near Paris?
Yeah, around Paris.
Arrondissement?
Non, c'était pas un arrondissement.
No?
It was they call it la banlieue parisienne.
Okay.
It's like the GTA of Paris.
Okay. So how was
in Paris? It's like it was like 30-minute drive from like the Eiffel Tower, I would say.
Yeah.
With a good.
Like, 30-minute drive from Eiffel Tower.
But without like
crazy traffic.
Without crazy traffic.
Okay, so you're still pretty much in Paris, right?
Ish, yeah.
Yeah. So what was a culture shock like going from living in France to Canada here?
I mean, they spoke English. The accent was kind of, when I was speaking French with other people that were speaking French, their accents were a little odd.
Québécois, ouais,
Yeah.
on parle vraiment différent.
Yeah, I had trouble to understand like the Québécois accent for a bit. Then I got used to it. Now I can.
Now it's
understand.
easy?
Yeah, now it's pretty easy.
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
unless like you're from Abitibi-Témiscamingue or one of those like like really deep like or if you're from like I think in Newfoundland or
Newfie.
No, do you have a French that's like
New Brunswick?
New Brunswick.
Acadien.
Yeah, Acadien.
Ouais.
Oh, that one I can still not understand.
Yeah, okay, really,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
It's not French?
Chiac.
Oh, that's why I don't understand it then.
Chiac.
Because
Est-ce que moi pis toi, on peut le
there's
comprendre?
French words. Parce qu'il y a des mots en français. Oh, c'est pour ça. Parce que quand... Like the lady that cleans like beaver boxing, she speaks Acadien, right?
Okay. Chiac.
And like she started speaking to me in French when she learned I spoke French, and I was like, I do not understand what you're
like,
saying to me.
Yeah.
Like she would understand what I would say to me, so
Yeah.
it's a superpower for her because like she understands what I can say. I can't understand what she's saying to me, and then we just started. Now we speak in English together.
Yeah, fuck it. Forget about everything.
Yeah,
Forget about French. One thing I wanted to ask you, I visited France a lot. People there, tell me, are they acting or is it true? They don't understand me. Are they acting like they don't understand me because, Québécois, it's not as beautiful as French? They don't consider it French? Or do they truly not understand me?
I think they can understand some words of yours.
Okay.
But like they probably have sometimes some struggles understanding the accent.
Because once I felt like I was in Paris.
But your accent is not bad. So
yeah.
Parisians have the reputation of being kind of assholes.
Like, looking above. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because I was in Starbucks in front of Moulin Rouge. I remember. And then I was like, oh yeah, je peux avoir un thé vert. What? Quoi? Un thé vert. Je peux avoir un thé vert, s'il te plaît. Quoi? Je suis comme thé vert. Oh, il est comme, thé vert. Je suis ok.
Thé vert.
Ouais, parce que moi je dis vert.
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 Yeah.
Vert. I guess, je sais pas, I guess that's how we say it in Québécois.
I can't understand why that person should have understood thé.
Thé. Yeah, but
thé?
yeah. Then I remember I said vert, thé vert. I was like vert, like your shirt, Starbucks, right? They have like an apron green. I'm like thé vert, comme ton chandail. Oh, thé vert.
C'est même chandail.
I was like, yeah.
What's a chandail?
Oh, ok.
French?
Chandail, non?
Chandail, c'est un mot ancien. It's an old word.
Oh, ouais. What do you guys say? T-shirt? T-shirt?
Yeah, c'est un t-shirt.
T-shirt. Ok, mais ça c'est anglais. That's English.
Yeah, there's way more words in English.
Weekend.
In French from France, we use weekend, pas fin de semaine.
Fin de semaine, ça c'est... Non.
McDonald's, it's a happy meal. C'est un happy meal.
Happy meal.
Ouais, c'est pas un joyeux festin. C'est pas le joyeux festin.
Le week-end, là.
The stop signs, it's stop.
Oh, ça a mis stop? It's stop?
Pas arrêt, c'est stop.
En Québec, it's arrêt.
Yeah, because it's... stopper, c'est un verbe en français. En France. It's a verb.
Stopper.
Yeah. Stopper.
Il m'a stoppé.
Ouais, je t'ai stoppé. C'est un verbe maintenant. But it comes from English.
Really? Yeah.
That's because Québécois, they're trying to preserve like the French.
Yeah, they have to.
Original
I mean, it's
French.
different. Yeah.
Even like the accent is like more similar to the old French, like when we came like centuries ago.
Why?
Your French is more similar than ours.
So in a way, Québécois French is the real French.
Technically, yeah. In some way, yeah.
Closer.
It's closer to the old school French, yeah.
Yeah, because that's true. When I guess like when like Québécois, they all come from France, right? From naturally, I guess when they came, they just kept the same language, and they just
hasn't
kept
evolved as much. Also, you're surrounded by like English people, and your laws were made to preserve the French.
Yeah.
In itself, I mean, look, all the movies are translated.
Mm-hmm.
Like the menus at McDonald's are translated.
Yeah, everything. I saw you in France. You guys have KFC. We have PFK.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Poulet frit Kentucky.
Yeah.
And you guys have Kentucky Fried
KFC,
Chicken.
Yeah. Like we'll still keep a lot of English words.
But at the same time, it makes sense because, like or not, France, you guys have a population of like, let's say 70 million people, roughly. And then it's only France, right? So you guys don't have to, in a way, protect your language, but Quebec, they have to, because if their language goes away, so does their culture. And like or not, Quebec is in Canada, which is highly Anglophone, and just below Canada, it's America. So they're surrounded by English speaking. And America has a big influence in Quebec culture, Quebec young people, the entertainment we consume. Like or not, people in France, you guys in a way have your own music. Like people over there listen to PNL, La Refleuse, or whatever else. But like or not, in Quebec, people are going to be way more inclined to listen to American rappers, American singers, whatever, watch American movies, because we're way closer to them and we're just right next to each other. So in a way, I understand why Quebec, I understand people going like, oh, Quebec, they love protecting their language, but in a way they have to. Yeah. Because if they lose their language, so do they lose their culture. Yeah. They have to protect their language. So that's why Quebec, they have way stricter laws than, let's say, France, because France, they never feel threatened to lose their language.
Yeah.
And the Quebec, it's different, man. But yeah, that's so when you arrive, because let's say when I go to Europe to visit my family, or when I go to Italy or France and Canada, there are some things that I prefer from European way of life. Let's say, you know how they have a lot of coffee shops, you can sit down with a friend.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's the one thing I fucking love,
I like
bro.
walking around in Paris, and like, you know, even if I'm not from Paris, like you take the RER, you go to
the what?
RER.
What's that?
It's like our like train that goes from the banlieue to Paris.
Okay, yeah.
So every banlieue has a specific RER.
Okay.
Like mine is RER A.
Okay.
Then you take it, you go to Paris and you enjoy. You know, you walk around, sit down, coffee. Then you have coffee. You can see what, I don't know, like Notre Dame, Sacré-Cœur, whatever, where you are, and you can do all those things. I mean, it's quite a walk. You know, Paris is not a like small city, but like transport is like you can get there in subway. Or you can walk to places. There's so many little like roads to walk in. Here
it's crazy,
like,
bro.
Here it's just the country too. You know, the country's so big that like you didn't have to like pack everything together, right? Like
Europe.
In Europe, we packed everything.
Bro, Europe they had civilization for like thousands and thousands of years. Small place.
Yeah.
A lot of people living there, a lot of culture, a lot of buildings being, everything's fucking packed in, and it had to. But the difference is, I love walking, right? I do 10,000 steps every day. Here, I swear to God, there's nowhere. I mean, I can go to Lac Lémy. Of course, I walk around the lake. That's nice, real beautiful place. Jacques Cartier, when it's not fucking flooded every 2-3 years. Or yeah, of course. Rideau Street, I mean, fuck, bro, that's an insult. I mean, but okay. But if you go to Europe, you can go to like any little village and you can walk 10,000 steps and see the most beautiful churches, the most beautiful whatever. Different Europe, man.
Well, it depends where in.
Of course, depends where. But still, I mean, the culture of walking is way different in Europe than North America. Yeah. Way different.
Well, like, I see so many memes online. Like, I mean, that's probably my algorithm, but like, you see Europeans like going to America and like, they're like, yo, let's go for a walk. And then when they walk, it's like, nothing.
Sidewalk, Costco, and then you have billboards.
Costco, Walmart, like warehouse.
Bro, when you were arriving here, you were on Boulevard Maloney. That's like downtown Gatineau. Imagine walking there. You're gonna see a Walmart. Yeah, you're gonna see a Promenade Ford. There's nothing to see, bro. That's one thing that I really love more from Europe than North America, is the walking culture, bro. The walking culture. Like when I visit Europe, I walk everywhere. Italy, France, those countries who are so full of rich in culture, you can just walk around and everything you will see is fucking crazy. I get out of the metro in Paris. I go from the tunnel, you know, the metro. I get up. The first thing I see is like a fucking phenomenal building. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? But you guys live there. For you, it's normal.
Yeah, I know.
For us, it's like, bro, what the actual fuck? It's different, man.
Yeah, like, but I mean, I still like it here. I'm not, honestly,
of course, yeah, no, of course,
it's good.
Of course.
Yeah, I miss like France.
Yeah. Have you ever visited back?
Yeah, multiple times.
Where would you rather live now?
Right now in Canada, because my career is here, right?
Okay, like,
there's more boxing opportunities in Canada,
North America,
especially like professionally. Mm-hmm. Like France is very like into Olympic sports, so
more traditional in a way.
I don't know if it's traditional. I think it's just the system where it's built, right? Like here, in some way, it's more like kind of more capitalistic. Like companies are more private. In France, it's a lot of state. Yeah. So like a lot of the sports and the gyms and all that are funded by the state. So they're investing a lot in like developing kids and like turning them into like amateur like Olympic boxers. So the system is very good if you want to be an Olympic boxer in France, but like there's more funds, there's more development, like, but as a professional, it's easier here. Like the culture is more of a professional boxer.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
so that's why like on it right now I'm good living here because my career is here and I have more opportunities. And like I said, like
your wife,
succeed,
your fiance is also here,
my
right?
wife is, my wife lives here, and there's more like just opportunities for me. And as I said like earlier, like boxing is a lot about like having opportunities too if you want to succeed.
Right connections.
It's not you have to be good at some point too, but it's not only about being like the most skilled guy. It's a lot about also the connections or the opportunities that are given to you. And there's more ways and more opportunities here than like in France for a professional boxer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So there is that for your aspect. Are you a citizen, Canadian citizen?
I'm a permanent resident since September.
Really? Congratulations.
Yeah.
So when will you become citizen?
It's a good question. I have to check, but I think I have to wait like 2-3 years before applying.
That's how it works?
Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah. And so you've lived for Toronto for quite some time, right? A little bit?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Montreal?
Yeah, I go to Montreal a lot, actually, to spar.
What do you prefer?
In terms of cities?
Yeah.
It depends for what.
Lifestyle.
I mean, Montreal's very nice. It's walkable.
Yeah.
Talking about walkable, it's walkable.
Yeah, Montreal is. For me, Montreal is the best city in Canada.
Like, Montreal is walkable. Toronto's nice, but it's very big, too. So, like...
It's more American, Toronto.
Yeah, it's more
Montreal
American.
is like a mix. I've always said this, that Montreal is like a mix of European and North American. Yeah.
No, I like Montreal. Like, there's a lot of cultural stuff to do, and like everything is like kind of close together.
Yeah, and I love Montreal.
Like
is my favorite
Toronto's
city.
Like bigger. Like there's a lot of stuff to do. Honestly, like I like living in Toronto. I still miss it.
Of course, it's Toronto, bro. It's the biggest city in Canada.
It's like really good, and I made some really good friends there.
Yeah.
But like Montreal in terms of like cultural activities and boxing wise, like there's better sparrings in Montreal.
Yeah, I saw in your vlog you sparred with in Montreal. What's his name?
Which
the one you went to Montreal.
Winner Bondo.
Yeah, no, the one you couldn't film for reasons.
Avery Martin Duval.
He was like what, top 10 in his weight?
Top 30, top.
That was crazy. How was it sparring with him?
Good, man.
Really?
Yeah. He's very sharp, man. Like he's getting ready. He has a fight in June.
Okay.
So shout out to him.
Similar weight class?
He's one weight class heavier.
Okay.
So I fight at super featherweight. He fights at lightweight.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like really sharp, man. Honestly, like probably the best boxer I've sparred, so far as a pro.
Yeah, but that's crazy, bro. On your part, you started at fucking 18, and now you're sparring with fucking world-class boxers. Well, that's actually fucking crazy, bro. Yo, like you're highly talented. I remember the first time I saw you with my dad. I went there because of Pascal Villeneuve. He had a fight, right? And then you were main event. No, you were before. Cool, yeah. There were two girls fighting. And I remember me and my dad watching you. We were like, yo, this guy is highly talented. And then I remember, because I saw Vucci, right? He was taking pictures. And then I saw him. So after we were texting each other, I was like, yo, we saw each other at Advance. Like, yeah, I took a pic with Lennox Lewis was there. And then I was like, yo, did you see that guy? Because I didn't know that he knew you. So I just said like, oh, did you see that guy ADC fighting, the young guy? He looks like a Bivol. I remember telling him
the hair shave too.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, did you see that guy? He's like, yeah, that's my boy. I was there for taking pics for him. I'm like, yo, tell your bro that he's really good, man. Like when you told me the first podcast we did, you started boxing at 18, I couldn't believe. Like then when I told my dad after, I'm like, yo, he started boxing at 18. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, then you must be highly talented. I'm like, yeah.
A lot of training, sacrifices.
Of course, yeah.
Failing classes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably redo it a little bit different, because school is important.
Of course.
Like,
now you don't have your degree?
I have my degree.
Oh, you have it?
I finished it, yeah.
When did you finish?
A year and a half later, but I did finish it.
Okay, there you go, man. Yeah. There you go. Oh, okay, at least you have that. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice.
But, like, would have been better and saved some money, too, if I finished it on time.
That's one thing that because only Quebec has Cégep. There's always been a big debate between, should we keep Cégep, take it off, is it good or bad? I think there's a lot of pros, and one of those pros being, when I was 18, the 18-year-old me never sent him to university because he's going to fuck up and he's going to fuck around. And one university session is $4,000 full-time. One Cégep session full-time is $150. So fucking up a cégep session, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. And I think that happened with me personally is I came out of high school. Wait, I can ditch class. No one's going to call my parents. I have Serbian parents. So when you call my parents, I ditch class, bro. That's the worst fucking thing that can happen. I have more freedom. I'm 17, 18. I can start going to bars, hang with my friends. Bro, I'm going to fucking enjoy cégep. But that also translates to failing classes, missing classes, fucking up my semester. Yep. But it's $150 fucking dollars. And you're like, I'm 17, I'm 18. I don't care that much. It's only $150. Failing a semester in Ottawa when it's $4,000.
I know.
That hurts.
It was a little cheaper at the time, but inflation makes it.
But still, it was like probably $3,000 at your time.
Yeah. But the inflation, like, life was probably a bit cheaper too. It
hurts. Yo, failing a university session, that hurts, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That fucking hurts.
Yeah. Well, I realized that when I got the papers, and I was like, yo, have to retake the class? What is that?
Yeah.
Then I got kicked out of my program.
Yeah, you got kicked out?
Well, actually, I saved some money in some way.
You did?
Because
you can see the
so
silver
I did
lining.
my first year at Telfer. Yep. So I did all the administration classes, the basic ones. Because like everyone in first and second year at Telfer, they do the same classes. That you're in HR, finance, or marketing, or whatever other thing. We all do the same classes for the first 2 years, and then the last 2 years are specialized classes.
Okay.
So after my first year, had failed some classes and stuff, bad grades, they kicked me out of the program.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. And how does that work? You get kicked out when you can.
So
when can you get back?
I got kicked out because I had like under 5 of GPA.
Okay. Yeah. Under 5. Yeah.
You have to go over 5 GPA.
Yeah.
But I was over 4, which meant I could go to like social science faculty.
Okay.
So I went to economy. I took economy.
Economy, yeah.
And I went there, which like social sciences faculty is cheaper.
Yeah.
Actually, like probably
really?
1,000 or something.
I was in social science, sociology. Yeah.
It's cheaper than Telfer.
Okay, yeah.
Because technically Telfer is an honors bachelor. I still don't know what's the difference.
Okay, maybe.
When you get your bachelor, it's just like the social science one is just a bachelor.
Okay, maybe. You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, and then
I ChatGPT to AI.
Marketing is like is honors bachelor.
Okay.
I don't know what's the difference.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't really use my degree right now. But
yeah, hopefully you'll never use it.
I mean, you still use it in some way, right?
Of course,
like, marketing yourself, like make a financial plan, all this stuff. You know, that stuff I still use right now, like for my own business or me as a boxer, how to target the right demographic, all the stuff that I learned, it's still used. But like, I don't have a like 9-to-5 job where like I have like, here's my degree and like here were my grades and can I get hired?
Yeah,
I don't have that. So as I was saying, I went to social sciences faculty and economy, so it was cheaper, but I still took the classes from ADM.
Okay.
So I was taking no classes of economy because my plan was to get back in there, get over like the readmission grade, which actually was 6 of GPA.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to grind hard for the next 2 years to get back into Telfer. And then I was able to graduate Telfer.
Nice. There you go, man. At least you did it, man.
But if I didn't take those that first year of ADM classes, I would not have been able to take the next levels.
Okay. At least now you got your degree, bro. That's what's important. You got a degree.
My degree.
You got a degree. That's what's important.
Probably do, like I said, a little bit different. Maybe study.
Yeah.
Instead of just fucking around and
yeah, of course. That's everyone. If you can go back in time,
we learn. So.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's always. But now I want to talk a little bit about your second pro fight.
Yeah.
So that was your second pro fight, and then I had you after your first pro fight. What would you say were the main differences between those two fights?
I mean, I did my camp in Ottawa.
Okay, the first time you did it in Toronto?
Yeah, so when I was in Toronto, financially it was hard.
I imagine.
Because I wasn't a legal citizen.
Okay.
So I was here as
You couldn't work?
I couldn't work. I was here. I had a visitor visa.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And a year before I got denied entry. So I kind of got deported out of Canada. Like a year before, so I was red flagged by
So did you go back to France or did you stay here?
I got back to France for 3-4 months. Then I was able to get back in Canada.
Okay, yeah.
By proving them I was not here to work, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But now every time I go through immigration, I get red flagged, even with my PR now. Yeah.
But now you can work because you have a permanent.
But like
now you
even
can.
with my PR, like I went to the US for training camp now, came back, I went through the extra immigration like thing. They just check my ID now, like my PR, but I still get red flagged because of that. So it was tough for me because like I was working when I was in Ottawa before moving to Toronto, and then in Toronto I didn't have any plugs or anyone to help me out.
To get you a job under the table, whatever. Yeah.
So my wife was helping me.
Okay.
A lot.
That's a real one, man.
Yeah, that's
real
what I'm
one.
saying.
Shout
real
out.
One. Helping me out. I was like, yeah, it'll work out. Don't worry. And then she was also still working in Ottawa. Mm-hmm. So she was only coming. She would work from home on Mondays and Fridays. So on Thursdays evenings, she would like take the bus at Ottawa station. 5-hour drive to Toronto. I would pick her up at like nearly midnight at the Toronto Union Station. Yeah. Go back to our place, which was in North York. So another 40 minutes, we'd get there. It's like midnight, like nearly 1 a.m. And then same thing, reverse on the Mondays. Every Monday night at like 6 p.m., take her to Union, send her back to Ottawa, and she would do that every week.
Jeez, that's a real one.
Yeah.
That's why you put a ring on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real one, man. Wow.
You know? So like,
is she a citizen?
Yeah, she's a citizen.
Okay.
Like full Canadian passport.
Yeah. Okay.
All that stuff. Like she's like she also has the Jamaican passport.
Okay, so she's Jamaican.
So she was born in Jamaica. Her dad is like half. Her dad is like Jamaican. Her mom is like half a Nigerian, half a Canadian.
Okay. Yeah.
And she was born in Jamaica and moved to.
And she has full citizenship.
Yeah,
so she worked like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So but still, she had to, because when I decided to go to Toronto for my pro career, like just to chase a stupid dream.
Beautiful dream, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Chase your dream.
Like
I understand.
Financially, it didn't make any sense, and she just backed me up. She was like, "I trust you. It'll work."
Nice,
and
man.
like, she just like, she moved back to her parents.
Yeah.
Like, let me go to Toronto. She was paying rent in Toronto. Then she was doing all those rides back and forth. Once a month, I would go to Ottawa to help her, like, to avoid her coming every single week.
Yeah, of course.
But still, she
sacrificed also a lot for your career.
Sacrifices all that. So, man, it was super tiring, too, because, like, she was doing all those back and forth. I was there, like, just, like...
I'm just turning this off
Yeah,
now.
all good, no worries.
There's this guy, he wants me to go drink with him and his friends, but it's not going to happen because the bar closes at 9, so there's no way of it happening. That's like 8:08.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so there's no way of it happening. Yeah, I just saw it, but I don't... So, yeah, she sacrificed a lot, man. You got a real one, yeah.
So it was, like, tiring. Financially, it wasn't the best thing. And then I got my PR in September. I got my first pro fight in September, too, at the end of September.
Hard Rock, yeah.
Yeah, Hard Rock. Then some stuff happened with the coach. I mean, nothing bad. I'm still shout out to him, you know. But, it made more sense financially for me to move back here because I had clients to do private sessions with. She's working here, so she doesn't have to do all the back and forth. We can have our own place with the cats. And
the cats?
And
Plural?
Yeah, 2 cats.
Plural, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 2 cats. Like, so it made more sense financially for me. So the big difference was stability too,
Yeah, of course.
I was able to like provide, pay my part, so it was way easier, like even just for our mental health too. So I'd say that's the biggest difference,
So altogether, there was way more pros and cons getting back to Ottawa.
Yeah, I mean, I was losing some friends. But
at the end of the day, it is Toronto, so you can like visit them for a weekend. Like it's easy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But like it's still 4 hours drive.
Yeah, and it's still of course.
And
4 is
there were better sparring partners in Toronto, that's for sure, than Ottawa. Ottawa is a very small town and it's not a very big like boxing hub.
Yeah.
But I mean 2 hours away you have Montreal, which have like the best sparrings in Canada.
Better in Toronto?
Oh yeah.
Really? Even in MMA, they have the biggest MMA gym in like almost the world. Like with Firas Zahabi, TriStar Gym MTL. Like bro, MTL is really a fighting game. I guess it's really good.
There was a lot of pros, way more than cons. So I was like, maybe it's time to come back here.
Yeah.
Get my own team, my own crew.
Yeah.
Have my coach Brant, have my first boxing coach too, and
Yeah.
part of the team, you know. So that's amazing, Kevin.
Of course, yeah.
And I got my own strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, I saw them all on your
Justin,
vlogs.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that we have our little team and stuff. So it made more.
It's also probably better for you to evolve and get better and better with your team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already knew some of them. I learned to know some others, and yeah, it just made more sense. I signed with the promoter too.
Really? Yeah, I saw that.
United.
Yeah, United. Yeah.
Yeah, I signed with them. They're
Congrats, bro. Yo,
Thank you.
That's nice,
they're
man.
trying to put some like shows in Ottawa. They need like Ottawa boxers. So
yeah.
I was like, let's do it. Made more sense, more stability for me, and I was able to like, you get your face more well known in Ottawa too.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Ottawa.
You stand out more.
Yeah. In Toronto, I was just like a guy that moved there like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
In Ottawa, I learned boxing in Ottawa. I'm living here for 8 years. So
it's your home now.
Yeah,
of course.
It's my home. Yeah. When you say like, what's my home? It's hometown is Ottawa. Like,
really, more than Paris, let's say.
I mean, my home in my heart will always be like in Paris.
Yeah.
My best friends are there.
Yeah.
My parents are there. Like, but my new home is here. I have my wife here. I have new friends here.
Yeah.
I have my mother, my father-in-law here.
Yeah.
So like, I've built my life here for the past 8 years. So
of course, You got your degree here. You found your wife here.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things happen. Yeah. But your first pro career fight, you became professional.
Pro fight,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Signed my contract here, and I can get my face more around in the area, sell more, try to build the Ottawa pro scene. That's the that's the goal.
Yeah. So let's say differences between your first and second. One was financial. What about the fighting aspect of it?
Technical.
Yeah.
So the transition from amateur to boxing was a lot on sitting down on my punches.
Okay.
And now we worked on more like trying to get back a lot of that like movement that I had in the amateur style. Try to blend in some of there. I became a little bit stiff in my pro style for the first fight, which was part of the process, because like I was learning from like just, amateur style is a lot of like stick and move, pa 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 pa, like a lot of like hit, don't get hit. It's a very high pace. It's 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Pros, it's a lot about damage, like hurting the guy. You have smaller gloves. It's a show. People want to see blood. Like it's not an Olympic sport, so they want to see a show. So we were working on sitting down on my punches, like throwing hard shots. But I became very like, not very stiff, but I became in some way like stiffer than I was before. And the goal there was to like loosen me up, like for the second fight. Add a little bit of volume here and there while still remaining like strong, physical. So I think we got the job done, second round TKO. So
of course, bro. Of course, man. Congratulations. I was really
thank you.
Congratulations for that. So you would say that I find it kind of surprising that you said that amateur is more fast paced than professional. Is it because it's less calculated and it's less skilled?
No, far from
Okay.
it. Like high level, like amateur boxing, like international level, the guys are better than most pro boxers.
Really?
Yeah. Like pro boxer is just a title. Like pro boxer sounds fancy, and a lot of like boxers will want to turn pro because like it's cool to say
social status.
Yeah, it gives you some social
You
status.
go somewhere, I'm a pro boxer.
Yeah. But bro, like anyone can be. You can be a pro boxer if you want tomorrow.
Okay.
Like no joke. You get your license, you get medically cleared, you're in.
Huh.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Oh, I might find a new job, man.
Yeah,
shit.
that's why it's like. Then you have the skills, you have the experience to back it up. When you get to a certain level of fights, will you be able to like? That's where like all that amateur background comes in play.
Okay. Yeah. So I can become professional, but I'm gonna be shit at it.
Yeah.
But I can say, hey guys, I'm a professional fighter.
Yeah, exactly. So you have the status, right?
Huh. Yeah.
So
that's
anyone
funny.
can become a pro.
Yeah.
That's why like in some ways Olympic boxing, is harder than pro boxing.
Highly
Like,
skilled.
especially at the top level, right?
Yeah.
Like amateur boxing at the top level, you're just fighting, bro. You're fighting tournaments of like 10 days straight,
That's crazy.
where you're
bro.
fighting like once every 2 days, and you're just fighting the number ones of every country.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like when I did the Olympic qualifiers in Thailand, fuck, you know, like you have a draw, so it's like just luck. First round pick, boom, 2021 Asian gold medalist. And you're like,
the greatest Asian.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, okay, well here we go, you know. Like,
here we go again.
yeah,
fuck.
and every tournament is like that. You know, you get a draw, you get the number one of like, I don't know, like Uzbekistan, you get the number one of Jordan, you get the number one of the Netherlands, you get the number one of Canada.
Yeah.
You're just fighting national champions.
Crazy,
like,
man.
number one
Fucked up.
dudes.
Okay, so having a really beautiful and respectable amateur career is really something, like it's a really big success in the boxing world.
Oh yeah, man, it's harder to get an Olympic gold than to get a world title.
Yeah, that's what Sugar Ray Leonard said.
Yeah, it's harder because like I'll give you an example. Like to qualify for the Olympics in 2024, I had to be amongst the 16 best in the world. I didn't qualify.
1-6.
16. 1-6.
Yeah,
1-6.
crazy, bro. In the
16
world.
best. So you face all the guys in a tournament of death until you get to the Olympic quota tickets.
Jesus
So it's
Christ,
like
man.
you watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
That's like those like tournaments they did.
Okay, yeah.
That's basically
Damn, bro.
that's like high level amateur boxing. You're fighting the best. No one can avoid each other. In pros, you can manage your career. You build your career. That's the whole point.
Like
of it,
Mayweather
right?
with Pacquiao a little bit, yeah.
You have to build your career. It's understandable. The style is different. As I said, it's a show. It's about selling.
Money comes into play.
That's why like Jake Paul. If you can sell, you're gonna they'll build your career. Right?
Yeah.
So that's why you have guys. Sometimes they come in. They don't have a lot of amateur background, and they can still succeed in some ways because like you build a career, right? But do they have like?
Yeah.
Is the level as good as like
top amateur?
Top amateur?
Really?
No.
I think that's like the only sport. And who would have taught it? But at the same time, it makes sense because in amateur boxing, there's no I'm famous, I can bring crowd. It's who's the best. Yep. You're going to fight him, shut the fuck
it's
up.
Olympic sport.
Crazy, man.
It's technically not about making money.
It's about who's the best.
It's about who's the best. Olympic gold is about who's the best. World championship is yes about who's the best, but it's also can you sell a lot.
Yeah.
If you can sell a lot, you're going to have, it's going to be easier. Your path is going to be a bit easier to reach a world title.
Yeah. Because in pro boxing, it can also be, you know what? We're not going to set you up a fight with, let's say, Alexander Usyk because you're not going to sell as much, or we'll find someone else who has no chance of beating him. But maybe you are actually better, but since you cannot sell whatever, you're not going to have a shot. But maybe he is actually better, but he's just not going to have the shot.
There's so many sanctioning bodies too, right? WBC, WBA, IBO, IBF, whatever. Like there's like 5 or 6 sanctioning bodies. The number one of the WBC might be not ranked in another like sanctioning body. So you have a champion of the WBO, and then you have a champion of the WBC, and then you have a champion of the IBF. And then the number one of the IBF might not be ranked in the rankings of the WBC.
So now I understand when Sugar Ray Leonard said that his biggest accomplishment was winning the gold medal in boxing.
Yeah.
Because it literally proves that you're the best that year in the world.
Yep.
Makes sense.
For the next 4 years.
Yeah.
That's also why.
Yeah.
You can
makes
fight
sense.
for a world title. I mean, you can organize a world title like
tomorrow.
If you have the money and the contacts, you can organize a world title like every 3 months, every 2 months.
Makes sense.
You can defend your title like, or you can lose it. So there can be a new world. Like every weekend you have title fights.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have Olympic Games every weekend.
No, every 4 years.
Olympic Games every 4 years.
Yeah.
And then at that point in time, you have to prove you're the best.
And you cannot hide from anyone. You cannot duck anyone.
And then before that, you have to qualify for it, which is also like a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Because you have to be like amongst the best 16 guys in your weight class.
That's fucked. In the world, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
In the world.
That's fucked up, yeah.
And then you're fighting every guy like over and over. Like it's a circuit, right? So like
crazy, man.
You'll do a tournament in Spain, then you'll fight that guy. Then you might do a tournament, I don't know, in Kazakhstan, and you might be fighting him again. Then you'll do another tournament in Thailand, you'll fight another guy, like, and those guys, as I said, they're all number ones in their country.
Yeah.
There's no running. Like you can't hide from anyone. You just fight the best against the best.
It's purely skill.
Yeah,
who's the best?
Purely skill. And going back to the style, it's very high pace. It's 3 rounds, 3 minutes. There's no observation round.
Only 3 rounds?
Yeah, 3 rounds, 3 minutes. It's like a sprint, right? It's a different sport, honestly, than pro boxing. Maybe the first fights as a pro boxer can be similar to amateur boxing because it's 4 rounds, right? 4 rounds, similar to 3. But once you get to 6, 8, 10, 12 rounds, it's a whole different pace, right?
Of course, 12 rounds of
honestly, that's
3 minutes, and then three rounds of 3. It's a huge difference, 4 times more.
Yeah, amateur boxing is a sprint. You have less room to think, to set up shots. It's pa pa pa, in, out, reflex. You have to be in top shape. You have to go for it. You have to see the openings in like a millisecond. That's why some amateur boxers, they don't succeed well neither in pro boxing, because they keep that very fast-paced style.
So it's basically like you said, a different sport.
Yeah, it's a different sport, right? Like you've had some Olympic gold medalists that didn't like succeed as like people would have expected in the pro ranks, because once you get to 10 rounds, 12 rounds, especially with small gloves, that's where like damage, like setting up traps early on, like working on over like 6 rounds to set up a trap that you're going to try to land in the 8th. It's more like pro boxing, especially longer rounds, is like a really long chess game.
Yeah.
You're setting up traps, you're analyzing what's his move and stuff, because you have the time to do it too, while not making any mistakes too, because one shot can change the game with those small gloves.
Exactly.
Amateur boxing is like fast paced. You have no time to like, it's right away. There's no observation. You lose the first round in amateur boxing, you have high chances of losing the fight, because then you have to win the next 2.
Yeah.
Well, the other one has just to win 1.
Makes a lot of sense. That's why you like Vasily a lot, because he never lost amateur, huh?
He lost once, and then eventually he's lost like 3 times or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's why I respect it so much. He won Olympic gold twice.
Yeah. To win it once is crazy.
Yeah, and then he went on to the pro game, and in his 3rd fight won a world title.
Yeah, no, he
like,
yeah. Where do you rank him, honestly?
Like all time.
Honestly.
Like purely skills and like boxing, like he's in my top 5. But
okay.
I honestly, it's a question I've never really like. I just appreciate the boxers for
who they are.
I'm not trying to rank them that much.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
You know what? He's my favorite boxer.
Yeah.
Because of the way he moves.
Beautiful, bro. He fucking dances, bro.
Yeah, he's and I like that style of boxing, but would he be the top 1 of all time? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe yes.
Maybe yes, we never know. So, okay, so you talk about your second fight. Now I want to talk about dream big. What would be your ideal career boxing-wise? Ideal, I can say that, like, go crazy, dream big, because it can actually happen. So dream big. What would it look like ideally?
Ideally, I mean, next fight is next pro fight, at least like that we know of, is October 3rd.
Okay, nice.
I want a 6-round fight.
Is that the first time you announce it?
I mean, we know the next show is October 3rd.
Yeah.
So that's not something
that's hidden.
That's hidden.
Yeah.
They announced it at the last show 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So yes, if I'm healthy and everything goes fine, I will be fighting on that card.
Nice.
My goal is to get a 6-round fight. Nothing guaranteed yet, of course. Then hopefully get another one. If everything goes fine, hopefully get another one before the end of the year as well. Another pro fight, 6 rounds as well. Then move on to the 8 rounds in the next year, you know, depending when the card is, see if I have time to adjust or no. Because, like, as I said, right, going from 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 is a lot. 8 rounds, then maybe fight for a local title next year.
Nice, yeah.
You know?
Ottawa or like Ontario?
In Ottawa.
Ottawa,
With
okay.
like a local title, like there's some belts, like titles like that, like you can fight like locally in 8 rounders. So maybe fight in that, and if everything goes fine, you know, climb the ranks slowly but surely, you know.
Yeah.
Like not take too many big steps. You know, I don't want to like get ahead of myself and be like, oh, let's go for a 10-round next week. But but like still like moving up like in some way fast-ish, like taking my time but not too much.
Yeah.
You know,
finding the perfect pace.
Yeah, and I want to find and fights that make sense too, that like help me build me as a boxer. Like my first fight, the guy had like a 60 fight experience, southpaw, durable, tricky, went the distance, great experience. I got 4 rounds in. This fight, the guy was younger, had a little bit of pop in his punches. He had 3 wins, 3 knockouts. So I had to be a little bit more careful in my guard and stuff. Got it done in 2 rounds. Then the next one, we're trying to get another style, get used to different styles.
Of
and,
course, yeah.
Build my career,
Like in your vlogs, you were fighting many different fighters. I suppose different styles you were fighting.
Exactly, trying to get used to those styles, especially with the small gloves, so not rush it, but not like just chilling and
not carefree, professional, yeah. That's nice. And then ideally, what would you consider to be your biggest dream in boxing? What was the biggest thing you'd like to accomplish?
I have two things.
Yeah.
Being an
Olympic champion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And winning a world title.
I'll be fucked up, bro. I wish it to you.
Dreams.
Of course, no, but that's dreams. You only have one life.
Me for crazy dreams. That's what I'm aiming.
And you should.
Of course, I want to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't my main goal is always be my best version.
Be better than who you were yesterday.
So I just don't want to have any regrets.
Yeah.
My real dream is just like when I retire and when I'm done and I look over back my career, it's I did everything I could. No regrets,
Yeah. I think that's the most important is making sure that deep down, okay, I actually did everything I could to accomplish my dreams or to accomplish whatever it may be. If I know that I did at my actual best, for real, my best, and I didn't slack anywhere, I wasn't fearful of anything. I didn't ignore anything. I didn't avoid anything to accomplish whatever I wanted to accomplish. I'm going to be happy because I'm I did actually everything I fucking could. I think that's the most important.
So that's why I'm enjoying the journey,
Yeah.
Signed with United. They're a great company, great promotion in Canada. Just trying to follow where the journey takes me,
Yeah.
If it takes me to someday being an Olympian, great. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
It's life. If I become a world champion, shit, let's do it,
Of course, bro.
Here comes the money.
Exactly.
But if I tried my best to reach those goals and I didn't, I'll still be happy at the end of my of my career, Well, maybe back then I'll be shit.
Of course.
But I want to try to reach those.
Of course, if you can, you only have one life and you might as well try to accomplish all of your wildest dreams. That's how I see it. I'm broski, if I'm going to I only have one life, and what we know of, we only have one life. We don't know if you're going to have another life, whatever. So I might as well go as crazy as I can for whatever dream I have.
Yeah, I always think about what my grandma told me, before passing away. I remember, so she passed away of cancer, nearly, 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I saw her, she cried and she was I wish I followed my dream of she loved playing piano,
mm-hmm.
and her mom did, because it was Bolivia, a very strict household.
Yeah.
So playing piano was go bring food, not play piano.
Yeah.
And she was I wish my mom would have let me play piano and follow my dreams of playing piano, and I was oh.
Damn, I got goosebumps, bro.
And that's the last thing, one of the last things she told me.
I got goosebumps right there, man. Shit, so, man.
It's always in the back of my head. Yeah. That's why I'm I don't want to be that person one day and be I wish I could have tried that.
Yeah.
That must be the worst. I just want to be, I tried it. I did my best.
I had fun in the process, and what happened happened.
Journey. That's why I'm enjoy the journey.
Yeah, that's why I have tatted here. I'm memento mori. Remember, you'll die one day.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when you will die, when you'll be at the end of your life, you'll be all the things I worried about. Let's say not doing something because of fear of what other people might think. It's also fucking dumb, and I should have just fucking aimed as high as I could for all the wildest dreams I had.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's you get goosebumps just thinking about it, man. Crazy, man. So that would be probably one of the biggest mantras to live by. Fucking remember you'll die one day, man. Yep. Fuck, man. That's so I guess that's pretty good for your what you will ideally like to see for your career. I really like that. What do you think? What job do you see doing if it's not boxing?
Teaching boxing.
Okay.
I love high performance.
Okay.
Teaching boxers.
You would remain in boxing? Doing something in boxing? Yeah.
Probably, or I would find something there. I like sports in general.
Yeah. Do you like soccer?
Yeah.
You must love,
I played soccer.
You played soccer? What position?
Poor level, but...
Poor level. But in France, that's probably high level for Canada.
Ish. I'd still
Ish?
say I
Okay,
was poor.
yeah. What position did you play?
Ailier droit.
Oh, you're lefty?
Défenseur droit. Ouais, je suis gaucher.
Oh, défenseur droit.
Ouais, défenseur droit.
Right back.
Yeah, right back. I don't know how the ones in
Okay, well, you're a lefty.
Yeah, I'm a lefty.
You should have played left back.
I played right back.
Okay, really? Because normally, if you're
We
a
had
lefty,
a guy on the left.
Yeah.
It was those like Sunday leagues.
no one gives a fuck.
So there was
Okay.
a dude on the left.
Yeah.
I told you I didn't play at a high level. It's a Sunday league.
And I'm just
we didn't
saying,
really worry about that. I would end up being the
Midfielder.
the wing at the winger
Yeah.
at the end. Like
because normally how it works is a right winger in attack, you're going to be lefty, so you can cut inside.
cut inside,
and
like,
then left wing
Robin.
righty.
Well, it became because of Robin.
Robin, yeah, and then Messi, Neymar. I mean,
Yeah, they all
Neymar's
started,
righty,
like-
he's on the left. But when you're a right back or a left back, cross it in.
Yeah, cross it in.
So if you want to cross it in, So you see,
Yeah, I know, but
you didn't give a
there
fuck.
was a dude that was a lefty on the left. So
No one gave a fuck. Yeah. Okay, so are you gonna root for the World Cup? What's your
Yeah,
team?
France.
Not Canada.
No.
No, but either way,
Come on,
either
I'm
way,
French,
either way, Canada has no chances and France has high chances of winning
I
again.
will root, especially for France against Iraq,
Iraq, why?
because Iraq.
Your friends?
No, I'm Bolivian too.
Okay, what happened?
Iraq beat Bolivia in the last qualifying match.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 2-1.
Okay, really, I didn't know
Honestly,
that.
that was one of the best Bolivian team versions I've seen. Like they played
Really?
so
Okay.
good during that game.
Yeah.
It's one of those games where like Iraq just parked the bus and got like lucky by scoring.
Oh, that's
two.
the worst fucking thing, man.
And then like
Yeah.
it's kind of how Arsenal is playing.
yeah,
now.
fuck. Okay, so you watch football.
I'm an Arsenal fan.
You're an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, that's why
Yo,
it's very
bro.
like I'm
I wish you guys win nothing. I'm sorry to say, but I wish you guys win nothing.
semi-final of Champions League
Yeah, that's true.
against Atletico, who are
Madrid.
very well known for parking the bus too. That's
Really parking the bus.
Simeone's, little,
That
I
game,
think that'll be fun because no one will be touching the ball. I guess it'll stay in the
that game is gonna be haram ball to the max. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid, that's gonna be haram ball to the fucking max, bro. But for the World Cup, I mean, okay, 2022 World Cup, how did you feel? I felt
man.
fucking fantastic, bro.
Oh man,
I felt phenomenal, bro.
You know,
Argentina.
I love Messi, so like I was like maybe Messi should win a World Cup, but like
You're
with
French.
the finals, I was like fuck Argentina, fuck them.
You're French, bro.
yeah,
Of course.
and that World Cup was crazy because I was in New Ottawa still because it
Okay,
was
yeah.
exams.
Yeah, 2022,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
December too, so it was like right
Yeah.
in exams, and they had like a whole like amphitheater. Bro, I was screaming like crazy.
yeah.
Like bro, first 2 goals, 2-0 for Argentina.
yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
And then
My
Mbappe
girlfriend-
went
My
crazy,
girlfriend at the
bro.
time, who's now my wife,
Yeah.
was like sitting next to me, and she was half understanding because she's not very into soccer
Yeah.
a lot, and I was just like depressed, And then boom, Mbappe again. I'm like,
Yeah, Mbappe
We're
went
back.
crazy, bro.
and oh man,
Fucker,
and
man.
then fucking Colomwani had.
At the end,
Oh man,
Bro,
I still have
yo,
like
that gave me a
Oh.
fucking heart
that was
attack.
the best final in like
Broski,
all time.
it's the greatest game of all time.
All time.
Forget about the greatest final of all time. It's the greatest fucking game of all time.
All time.
Colomwani at the end, if he would have scored it, real shit, I would have burned
Man,
something that's French. I don't give a fuck.
I was jumping
bro.
off the tables at the school. I was screaming.
Bro.
Everyone was like going crazy, throwing stuff in the ceiling.
Bro.
And you have one side, like rooting for France, the other rooting for Argentina too. So it was like crazy in
Bro,
that
man.
amphitheater. And I was like, no.
Bro, I was so happy that when Mbappe went fucking crazy
Man,
that
he
game.
activated like
That motherfucker, he had to activated that game. He went fucking crazy. Thank God at the end when fucking Emilio Martinez saved Colomwani. That was the last second. Like, do you
I
understand?
know.
If Colomwani would have scored that,
fucking
it's
hate
over.
Martinez.
You guys have won. Holy
know.
fucking shit, bro. Holy shit, bro. What about this World Cup? Who do you got winning?
France. Bro, they got the fucking
Unbiased,
Terminators.
unbiased.
France.
Midfield isn't that good. Attack is crazy.
Defense.
Mbappe, Dembele, Barcola, Desiree Doué, Olise. The attack is
Yeah.
fucked up. They have, in my opinion,
You got
those who have the
Camavinga.
highest chances, it's France, Spain, Argentina. Those
Yeah,
three.
Spain is in there.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
Argentina.
Pedri, Lamine. Because in my opinion, Messi is still the greatest player on planet Earth. That's my opinion. That's why I still say Argentina.
Oh yeah, you are a Messi Glazer, Max.
I'm a Messi dick rider, bro. And I'm saying it proudly,
Oh,
bro.
man.
I'm a Messi dick rider,
The best
bro.
players in France right now.
Who?
Dembele.
It's still Messi, bro. Believe me.
Come on.
Messi is still.
I know
yo,
it's nostalgia, but
listen,
come on.
Listen.
The dude plays in Miami right now. Like,
I don't care where he
I
plays.
understand he is the greatest player of all time.
Even now.
He is not right
I
now.
don't care.
No.
No, I don't give up. Yo, listen to me, bros. Messi, as long as he can walk on a football pitch, he's the greatest player.
Yeah, even if he crumbles, like just walks on 4 legs too.
He's still the greatest because he's gonna be so smart. He's gonna find a way to make fast.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's say that. Yeah.
So, yo, how long have we been running?
Shit.
Let's wrap it up. Got any last messages?
Thank you for having me here.
Whenever, bros. Like I said, my platform is your platform. Whenever you want to come on, you want to talk about shit, bro, I'm always down. I love doing podcasts.
I talk about
football.
Yeah.
If ever during the World Cup, I'm gonna do a lot of football episodes.
Yeah, let's do a football.
If ever you want to hop on with me, my brother Hassan, it's a guy I bring regular. Yo, believe me, brother. Whenever you want to come on my podcast, you're invited, bro. So let me know. You know what? You want to talk about the World Cup? When there's a French game, you can come on. Whenever there's a game, you want to have fun, you have time off, you have free time.
Let's do it when Arsenal wins the Champions League.
If they win, you'll come. You know what? I have an Arsenal jersey. I'll wear it. I have one at home.
I have like 3 or 4 at home.
You know what? Just because I really respect you and I like you a lot, I don't have a EPL team, but I wish this season Hassan's gonna get really fucking pissed off. I wish Arsenal win the league.
See?
Here you go.
That's good.
There you go. Just for you, brother.
Finally did that.
Hassan.
I really hope so. Because last year we were kind of close, but now we're even closer.
Yeah, you're even closer. You lost to Man City, but still, you still have a lot of chances of winning. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Like I said, man, thanks a lot for coming on my podcast.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Whenever we're going to do football episodes or again boxing after some fights, we're going to do it, bro.
Let's do it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Peace out.